Here we go. The Western Conference Finals begin tonight. The Spurs take on the Thunder for a chance to go to the NBA Finals. Game 1 in OKC tonight. Tip-off is set for 7:30. Will be televised on NBC and streaming on Peacock. MVP award was announced. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander won his second straight, beating out Victor Wembanyama and Denver's Nikola Jokic.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Oh, it is a game day Monday, and not just any old game. The Western Conference Finals, Game 1, Spurs, OKC. The series everybody wanted to see. Hi, everybody. This is The Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He is Jason Minix, and man, I cannot wait for tonight.
I am so ready for tonight's Game 1. I'm ready to get back into a regular routine for that matter. And my goodness, go away for a couple days, and did we finally bury that old open? And we got something new and different.
Finally did. How about that?
You got something done while I was gone. Thank goodness.
Well, I didn't do anything.
Well, we know
but
that.
No, I didn't do
we
anything.
All know that.
It just appeared out of nowhere. But
we ordered it for Christmas.
We did.
It was supposed to start at the new year. But it showed up in May. What the hell?
Better late than never. It is okay. And it makes us sound important, too.
Well, it does, although
crazy.
it's factually incorrect, though. I mean, it's 3 decades on radio, and you're 25 years on TV. But, whatever.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
It's better than what we had.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be fun, and obviously we got a lot to talk about here on the Blitz today. With the Spurs kicking things off with the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight. And you're going to have a chance to call your shot because we will have a poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. Go to sasportsstar.com. You can find it there. That's the best way to do it. And then you can vote in the poll of what you think. You can call your shot. Spurs win in how many games? OKC wins in how many games? Whatever you're thinking, however you're thinking it, you can make your voice heard.
The idea, and we want to hear from you today. I mean, this is the series we all wanted, but if we're honest with ourselves, we didn't know if this series was going to happen. We didn't think this series was going to happen. Teams with no playoff experience don't get this.
That's true.
And I'll tell you, the fact that the second-round series with Minnesota ended up going 6 games, and we talked about it.
As predicted, by the way.
As predicted, but that could have been a sweep.
It could have been.
Not only were the Spurs the better team in that series, they were crap in Game 1, as we talked about, and still had a chance to win. They had an 8-point lead in the fourth quarter of a game that didn't include Wemby for the majority of it.
Yep.
And they blew that game. 3 of the 4 wins were by damn near 30 points.
No, they were. It was unbelievable, the domination that the Spurs had on Minnesota. Obviously, a much better team than the Minnesota Timberwolves. They need some help. They really do, and we'll see what they do in the offseason, but that's their problem. So
but again, this Spurs team is just so much better than we thought they would be. And granted, February, March, early April, we knew they were good, and we've been saying that, but then you get into playoff basketball, which is different. Playoff hoops is different. And I think the Spurs have learned that. Now we're in the Western Conference Finals. Oklahoma City has had a relatively easy run.
They have.
San Antonio has not. San Antonio has had to learn in both the first and second round to play without Wemby. You know what I mean? But they're a better team. But you look at Oklahoma City, the defending champs, undefeated so far in the postseason. Home court advantage, how much is that going to matter? And the part that I'm worried about for San Antonio is Steph Castle, who's got to stay on the floor. The way SGA can draw fouls and the way Steph Castle was fouling out against Minnesota, that, to me, I mean, that's the matchup you've got to look for. And if it's not Steph on SGA, who?
I think there's so many matchups, but yes, obviously that's a huge one. And Steph did a pretty good job on him in the regular season. But again, I will say this. I said it the other day. The regular season just doesn't matter in my mind. It makes no difference because, well, this is just a different ball game. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I think Steph will do a good job on SGA. He has already. The problem with Oklahoma City, the same problem you have with San Antonio. There's just a lot of options. And look, SGA did not have his best series against the Lakers. They did a pretty good job on him. And if San Antonio can do the same thing on him, then, well, they're going to have to leave it to somebody else. Minnesota's problem, Jason, was they were not jump shooters, not three-point shooters. That's not Oklahoma City's problem. They can do that. And so I just think this is going to be a hell of a series, and in my mind, it's going to go 7 games.
Seven
games.
Now
yeah.
you made a video earlier today.
I did.
It's on the socials.
I'm trying to wipe out the national media jinx.
Really?
This is a gift for
gift.
everybody. A gift. Because I wake up this morning and I Rick Bucher and there's what's that other dude? Bill Simmons and there's several other people that Spurs, they're gonna win this in 6. Spurs in 6. I'm going, whoa. I don't want to hear that from you types. So I had to say, look, I'll take Oklahoma City in 7. Hopefully my jinx is more powerful than their jinx. So you're welcome, Spurs fans.
Now, are you going to put your money there?
No,
because
no.
we all know, and you're a really good gambler. And when I say that, you win some, but I think a lot of the Blitz listeners know, and YouTube people will back me up there. And I see all your comments. I appreciate those. Hear Ryan Eagles bet and then go the other way.
Right?
Right?
That's what y'all say. Yes.
Now, granted, but when you go tongue in cheek, you got to put your money in it, and it's Ryan Eagles money, not that's what we need to know.
Again, I'm just.
Even Pledge just wrote up on our screen, doesn't break the jinx unless your money is involved.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So you think Bill Simmons and Rick Bucher, they got their money on this thing?
Oh, well, no, but they don't have the reputation you do.
I see. We don't know what kind of reputation they have.
Here we go.
I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I want San Antonio to win the series, so I hate to bet against them.
Sure.
So I make the video, and I'm just hoping that my jinx is more powerful than those guys.
And again, you get guys like Skippy that what'd he go, Oklahoma? He's a Spurs fan, but he's going with the Thunder. But his hometown. And honestly, you look at this series, this has 7 games written all over it. It does. And they've got home court advantage. That should matter. Or does it? Detroit had home court in one of the worst Game 7s I've seen in a long time. That was awful.
Well, they didn't have a very good Game 5 either.
I couldn't tell you about Game 5, but I know last night I get home and I'm grilling a steak, and I'm ready to watch a good Game 7, and no.
It was horrible.
So you guys call your shot on our YouTube page, which you can access through sasportstar.com or search it out, San Antonio Sports Star on YouTube. Spurs in 4 or 5, Spurs in 6 or 7. Thunder in 4 or 5. Thunder in 6 or 7.
Interesting. And obviously right now, Spurs in 6 or 7, 78%. Already 38 votes on our poll, which is pretty good for 8 minutes in. Mm-hmm. Not too bad. So, yeah, call your shot there, and we'll see. Thunder in 6 or 7, 8%. Spurs in 4 or 5. So there was one comment, I can't remember who it was now, on our YouTube page, said, Spurs win tonight, it's a sweep.
Oh, good Lord. Look, I do think tonight Spurs have to win one of the first 2 in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
The idea of them coming back for Friday's game down 0-2, and I think tonight is the gettable game just because of the layoff and confidence. I think if you're going to get one in Oklahoma City, go get tonight. Set the mood. The first several minutes of this game tonight. But you want to get tonight's game one. I've got the Spurs winning this thing. I'm going to say Spurs in 6 because I think if it goes 7, Oklahoma City wins. So, and again, you get a coin flip. Spurs in 6. I'm ready. I am so ready for this.
6.
Well, and again, like I said, I don't put a whole lot of weight on the regular season, but when you look at the matchups, right? I mean, obviously the MVP, which should piss off Vic. All right, evenly matched. I think where you look at the who has the edge and what, hey, everybody will break it down that way. It kind of washes out. It's about even. Coaching, experience, that all goes to OKC. Wemby has an edge. SGA has an edge. Which role players are going to step up and play better? The fact that Jalen is back tonight for Oklahoma City, that's a difference maker.
That's huge.
That's huge.
It really is. He's been out since April 22nd with that hamstring injury. He is available tonight and expected to play. Now, how much he plays remains to be seen, but having him back is a huge thing for Oklahoma City, without a doubt. I just think this is going to be a fun series. I really do, and I think it is a gettable game tonight. And I say that because look how rusty the Spurs were coming out of that long rest that they had between Portland and Minnesota, and I think will that affect Oklahoma City tonight? And you can say the same for the New York Knicks. By the time they play tomorrow night, it'll be 9 days since they played a game.
Well, and look, Oklahoma City is going to be loud. They're going to have their T-shirts on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing comments. Tony said, I'm nervous like a mofo. And look, everybody should be nervous. The Spurs, those guys are going to be a little bit nervous tonight. Wemby hasn't played on a stage like this. Most of the Spurs haven't. The important key role player.
Have any of them?
Well, Harrison Barnes and Luke Cornett.
Well, okay, those two guys.
I mean, but for the most part, there are going to be nerves all the way around tonight for San Antonio.
I think you're right, and I do, and I'm going to be nervous as hell about 7:30. That's for sure, and I think all Spurs fans will be as well. But we'll see what happens. This Spurs team has been playing great ball, and why not San Antonio? Everybody's still already calling this the NBA Finals. No respect for New York or Cleveland, which I don't give them much either. But honestly, and I think they're right. Whoever wins this series probably is going to be crowned the champion.
It feels like the Cowboys and Niners back in the 90s, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of does.
The de facto Super Bowl was the NFC Championship game, although wasn't it the Knicks who knocked off the Spurs in that stupid midseason cup thing that doesn't matter?
That's very true.
But
it was.
I mean, when you look at matchups, kind of what we talked about when the playoffs were getting set. It was weird, We all thought the Spurs would end up seeing Denver. It's a bad matchup for San Antonio. Spurs create matchup problems for Oklahoma City. I think New York creates matchup problems for the San Antonio Spurs if it is Spurs-Knicks in the finals, part 2. Let's go back to 1999. But it would. But let's not get over our skis. We got game 1 tonight in the Western Conference Finals.
A lot of road to travel before we get to that point in time, and it all starts tonight. That's for sure. Well, you go do you. It's Oklahoma City, Wemby. You probably screw whatever you want, buddy. Man, woman, animal, doesn't matter. That's not what he was talking about.
Huh? What? Did you kill another squirrel?
No. I did not.
What'd you do, a squirrel?
I don't know where the hell.
Screw it.
Okay, let's screw it. We're going to take a break. When we come back, however, we'll hear from the participants in tonight's big game 1 in Oklahoma City, both ways. And what you think about Anthony Edwards with 8 minutes to play, going over and dapping everybody up in the Spurs huddle? Kind of weird. Mixed reaction nationally to that. We'll talk about it. We continue here on the Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
San Antonio, Tamalitos Restaurant is now open on 11210 Nacogdoches Road. Stop in for authentic Mexican food and unbeatable lunch specials every day. Plus, join the Blitz live Thursday, May 21st for your chance to score Texas Rangers tickets. See you there.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Real Success. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ourrealsuccess.com.
Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses and acquiring rental properties right here in San Antonio without using your own money? You'll learn to flip houses and secure rental properties in your spare time to get on track towards real wealth building. We're offering a handful of motivated individuals the opportunity to attend our workshop right here in San Antonio for free. That's right, we'll give you 2 free tickets when you text FLIP to 64,000. San Antonio is the perfect market to flip houses and build rental income. Don't miss this opportunity. Come to a complimentary live 2-hour workshop next week right here in San Antonio and learn how to start making money flipping homes and building long-term wealth with rental properties. To get 2 free tickets, text FLIP to 64,000. Text in the next 10 minutes, and registrants will also receive a free copy of our Funding for Deals guide. Text FLIP to 64,000 for 2 complimentary tickets. Text FLIP to 64,000.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. The sound of a seatbelt. It's one of the most important sounds in our car. It means everyone is ready and everyone is safe. The more our kids see us put on our seatbelts, the more natural it is for them to put theirs on too. Make it a priority. Buckle up every time. Hear the sound? Make it a habit.
Paid for by NHTSA.
The U.S. Treasury just released its official financial report for 2025. Buried in it is a startling admission. By its own numbers, it appears the U.S. government is insolvent. When governments go this deep in debt, they print money, raise taxes, or cut benefits, none of which can help protect you. That's why people move part of their savings into physical gold and silver. Call Monetary Gold at 877-NOW-GOLD for their complimentary gold and silver guide. That's 877-NOW-GOLD. Call Monetary Gold now at 877-NOW-GOLD. Do it before the next headline, not after. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
I've taken up candle making.
Nigel, the whole office smells like wet dog and gym socks.
My nose is highly refined.
Folks, if your home smells a little off, it might be your AC. Portamoon's Breathe Easy package pulls and deep cleans your blower motor, blower wheel, and housing, cleans your coil in place, disinfects the inside of your AC cabinet, and installs a UV light to help zap bacteria and other nasties hiding in your unit. All for just $6.95.
Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 210-651-5899. License number TACLA 141-074 EM16004.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, Game 1 between the Spurs and the Thunder. Are we looking up or are we running away?
East Coast gets going as well. Can the Knicks take care of business? We'll talk about it all. But you got to get here early. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe.
I think that should be the theme song for the NBA playoffs, man. Kingdom Collapse ought to try and sell that to the NBA somehow. I think it's perfect. Who survives the Western Conference Finals? San Antonio or Oklahoma City?
You know, when you listen to those words, and again, it's about going through whatever battle it is you're going through, and we are going to have a battle. Who survives and gets to the NBA Finals? Game 1, Spurs, Thunder tonight. I cannot wait. I am,
dude.
It's 2:18. I tell you, 7:30. We will get there because I mean, you look at this entire series and all the games on NBC, I believe, but
yes.
even Mike Tirico, who will be on the call for all these games, was on with McAfee earlier, and he knows it's going to be a hell of a series.
No, they're loose. They're ahead of schedule, right? They missed the playoffs last year. They're ahead of schedule, and it's not a house money deal, but they beat the Thunder 4 out of 5 this year. So they walk into this building with probably more confidence than anybody else will or would, and I love that. When you are ahead of schedule, you've gone farther than people think, and you're playing somebody who you know you can beat multiple times, not a fluke, then you feel pretty good. Now, Oklahoma City feels pretty good because they haven't lost a playoff game. They went to the finals and won last year. So I think this series that has been built up as this is the series everybody wants to see, I think it's going to pay off. I think it's going to be a hell of a series.
But I couldn't agree more with him, and I think everybody thinks that, except for the sweepers there on our YouTube page. They don't think it's going to be a very good series. However, NBC's got to be thrilled. They really do. They have got to be thrilled. Our good friend Don Harris has got to be thrilled.
Yeah,
that they've got that on their channel. All these games, all the Western Conference games on NBC. So, dude, it's going to be a fun series. we're not naive enough to think the Spurs are going to sweep Oklahoma City. That's just really kind of dumb. But I think it's going to be a battle. Every single game is going to be a battle.
It is, and as Mike Tirico said on McAfee, whoever sets the tone is going to end up winning this thing.
Well, also, he'll get the MVP trophy before the game tonight.
Yeah.
So you got a little bit of that. It's like right in front of you, right under your nose. Like, here's the trophy. Congratulations. Now let's go play the West Finals. So if you need to salivate even more, if you're on the San Antonio side, here's the reality of it, right? So that's number one. But, Chet Holmgren and Wemby have a really good thing going, right? These 7-foot-plus unicorn kind of guys who are all over the floor, step out and hit shots. There's nobody who looks like Wemby. Holmgren might be the closest thing. This is the next generation of big man in the NBA. These guys who are 7'1", 7'4", plus, and can do all this stuff. So it's a different kind of matchup. So I just want to see who sets tone first, right? Because the NBA, especially the playoffs, it's like message sent, reply. Message sent, reply. How's that going to go back and forth? And when message is sent and it's a 10 or 12 or 14-point lead and you can't come back, then it's advantage you. So I want to see how that lays out right from the start. Who takes the hammer at the beginning and takes the game one momentum and tone to the other guy?
That's going to be interesting to see. What I love about this series, too, is both teams are good defensively.
Mm-hmm.
But both teams can obviously score. Both of these teams really kind of mirror each other in a lot of ways. Although, look, I hear this Wemby Chet stuff, and Wemby owns Chet. I mean, he does. He owns him. The thing about Oklahoma City, they can throw Hartenstein in there too, and maybe cause some problems. But I don't think it's Wemby. Wemby's going to do Wemby. It's all the other guys that have to step up. And I think the way Dylan Harper's been playing, I think that's huge. Steph Castle defensively and offensively, he was great in Game 6 against Minnesota. And so just who else is going to come through and step up for either team? And I think that's the biggest question.
210-656-ESPN, 656-3776 if you'd want to chime in with your scouting report. Aside from Wemby, who's going to be that guy? And Steph Castle, to me, has to figure out how to stay out of foul trouble. He was in foul trouble the entire series with Minnesota. In the way SGA gets to the free throw line, it's not like Oklahoma City as a team gets to the line. SGA gets to the line. He's going to get those calls. He's got that skill to do that. Steph Castle can't be the one. So when they're rotating different defenders on him, keeping those guys out of foul trouble, keeping Steph out of foul trouble, and offensively, a guy like De'Aaron Fox can't go MIA like he did in Game 1. This is the series where, all right, you made a trade for this guy. He's going to be the running buddy with Wemby for years to come. He's got to play like the superstar. He's got to be that guy tonight. Devin Vassell had such a nice series against Minnesota. Here's a guy that is paid his dues. Keldon Johnson off the bench.
Finally showed up. Yeah.
But again, is there a key guy that you think, all right, this guy has to be it if the Spurs are going to win 4? Because I've been saying for months, at least 2 months, I look at San Antonio and I think, who's going to beat them 4 times? But I can say the same thing for Oklahoma City. Who's going to beat Oklahoma City 4 times? Which is why this is the series every basketball fan was hoping we would see.
Yeah, without a doubt. By the way, you mentioned De'Aaron Fox. He is listed as questionable tonight, as is Luke Cornett. But watching video of shoot-around today, both of those guys were moving around pretty well, and I would be absolutely shocked if either one of those guys is not in uniform tonight and on the floor.
And hopefully not overly limited. Tom Orsborn of the San Antonio Express News tweeted out that Fox, and I'm paraphrasing, I don't have the tweet in front of me, but Fox indicated he would be good tonight, but he is going to do his pregame early just to be sure, which tells me, all right, this might be a little bit more serious than ankle and he's on the injury report. But, I mean, we all saw what happened. I mean, we know what he's dealing with, but it's May 18th. If it were February 18th, the guy probably wouldn't play and we wouldn't worry about it. But Western Conference Finals Game 1, get your ass out there. Let's go.
Yeah, he'll be out there. I would imagine. He played in Game 6 with a sore ankle, so I would imagine he's going to do that too. Luke Cornett, in all honesty, I mean, as much as I'd like Fox out there and he needs to be out there, he needs to play well. If Luke Cornett misses a game, who the hell spells Wemby? In all honesty, I mean, they have no faith in Plumlee or Bismack Biyombo.
What?
And so I don't. Who the hell? I mean, do you just go small?
You go super small.
I guess so.
Which would be dangerous. And again, when Wemby's not on the floor, and he will get his breathers, but when Wemby is not on the floor, will Oklahoma City do exactly what Minnesota did? And the answer is yes. That's when they will attack the rim. Outside of that, because of their ability to shoot threes, I don't know how much they're going to try to attack the rim. I don't know that Wemby's going to have, the 4, 5, 6 blocks type of game or alter, because Oklahoma City can shoot the ball so well from outside. But when Wemby's not in there, you know damn well they're going to be attacking the rim.
Well, sure they will, and you'd be dumb not to if you're Oklahoma City. But the problem with Oklahoma City that the Spurs didn't have to face against Minnesota is the fact that these guys can shoot from the outside. They've got some shooters out there, and that have been shooting the ball well. And so that's going to be a different challenge than they faced against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So, dude, I'm telling you, this is just going to be fun. Just going to be fun. And we already mentioned Jalen Williams is available. Hasn't played. How much he'll play tonight, I don't know. I heard something on I think it was ESPN earlier before the show that he has never come off the bench in his career. And so if you're thinking about limited minutes or maybe coming off the bench or the guy's a starter and has been.
I was reading an article. Apparently he said on his own YouTube channel that he's good to go, and if needed, he could have gone a little bit sooner, but they haven't needed him. So extra rest, more as a precaution than what was necessary. Now, you never know what's really true because you were dealing with a hamstring, but they hadn't needed him. But I don't know. It's hard to look at that Oklahoma City team and say, well, if you bring him back now and put him back in the starting lineup, does that screw with their chemistry? No,
I don't think so.
It doesn't. It's just they are fully healthy. The Spurs are not, but the injuries aren't as such to where you go, well, boy, they're screwed now. No, I mean, Fox is going to have to play through the ankle injury, which he was able to do in the Minnesota series. He should be fine. I think he's going to be one of those key elements tonight. As long as the alien is good to go, the Spurs are going to be good to go. That's the bottom line.
Well, there's no doubt, and he's good to go. He's fully healthy, ready to rock, and he's a problem. I don't care who you are. And again, he does own Chet Holmgren. Holmgren can't hang with him. But keep in mind, too, Holmgren's a bit of a flopper himself. And so, you don't want him getting Wemby in foul trouble because that guy can flop with the best of them. Maybe that's just you get signed by Oklahoma City, you go to flopping school real quick and figure out what to do.
Weren't you encouraging the French flopper? Because that's how you get the calls. Every little bit of contact. I mean, you got, especially with Wemby and Chet, you got two of the skinniest guys out there, right? I mean, it's going to be very different than what he was facing in Minnesota, but you've got to be able to sell the calls. That's what the NBA has become.
I think Wemby is starting to learn how to do that.
He is.
Did you see Game 6?
I did.
There were a couple of falls and flops, and look, it's a part of the game whether you like it or not. I don't particularly like it.
It's almost as if Tony Parker gave him a lesson on how to fall.
Or Manu Ginobili. Honestly. Those two guys Manu could certainly flop with the best of them.
Absolutely. But Parker learned how to fall.
He did.
Wemby seems to be falling way more than he should be.
He's just got a lot farther to fall than Parker did.
Yes. And I will say, and I saw somebody made the comment on our YouTube about no apps needed for the Western Conference Finals. Because, man, I am glad I was able to watch Game 6. Being up at my mother's house and not knowing where, certain remotes are. And then the realization that the game was on Prime. And my mom has Spectrum. I couldn't find the game. She has often said she doesn't have any apps, although my brother, when he got over to the house, no, the Prime is available. We just have to set it up. So I didn't get to the first game until it was halftime, but I got to see all of the Spurs game. But there was a panic and a little bit of rage about these app things. I get it now because I was experiencing that on Friday.
Yes, you would have had to. Are there any sports bars in?
A terrifying 30. I went to a sports bar whatever night I had to get up there. Copper's Cove, when I was growing up, Coryell County was a dry county. There were no bars. And when they finally, became a real place and could sell alcohol, Chili's was the only place you could go to get a beer. And now I have found it said sports bar. It's called Foo Bar on 190 in Copper's Cove.
Okay.
It might be the worst bar on planet Earth. I mean, as far as just bad bars, because it's a sports bar. There was one TV in there, 5 pool tables, and it was karaoke night.
Oh, nice.
Like my mom just passed. This is the last place I want to do because the 3 people that kept singing didn't know how to sing.
Well,
it was brutal.
Yeah, that's typical.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. So I'm glad you found the game. That's good.
Well, that's why it was like a scramble at the house. We got to find something here. Let's go buy a TV. A modern one.
It was fun on Friday night, and it's going to be fun again tonight, without a doubt. More Spurs, and your reaction is invited. 656-3776, 656-ESPN. You can go to our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. You can chime in there. Please like and subscribe while you're there. We also have a poll up on our YouTube page right now. You got to call your shot. Spurs in 4 or 5, Spurs in 6 or 7, Thunder in 4 or 5, Thunder in 6 or 7. Right now, Spurs in 6 or 7. 70% of you think it's going to be a 6 or 7 game series, and I agree with you without a doubt. We'll talk more Spurs. We'll talk a little bit about SGA and his MVP trophy that he will receive before the game tonight. Will it make a difference for one Victor Wembanyama? We'll see. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11, great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Your summer starts now with Memorial Day deals at the Home Depot. It's time to fire up summer cookouts with the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill on special buy for only $199. And entertain all season with the Hampton Bay West Grove 7-piece outdoor dining set for only $499. This Memorial Day, get low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. While supplies last, price and valid May 14th through May 27th. U.S. only, exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
There's a pill version of Ozempic. Hello, I'm Ozempic. And I'm other GLP-1s kind of like him. Hey, did I hear there's a pill version of Ozempic? Yep, you sure did. Ask your doctor about which FDA-approved uses of the Ozempic pen or pill may be right for you. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and learn more about Ozempic semaglutide tablets 9 milligrams and Ozempic semaglutide injection 2 milligrams. There's a pill version of Ozempic.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-976-5907 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-976-5907. That's 800-976-5907. What do you have to lose? Call 800-976-5907. Again, 800-976-5907.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits one, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Game Day Monday. It's also a mellow Monday here on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. We'll give away a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom at some point in time during this fine broadcast on this Monday afternoon. I'm Joe. He's Jason.
236 and OU still sucks.
Yes.
Although I will say this. I just saw a tweet 11 minutes ago from Vinny Vincent over at Ken's Five.
Uh-huh.
This dude stirring it up at Oklahoma Sooners graduation before game one tonight. And it's video of a young man getting a degree from that school. But as he gets this diploma and he looks up, still on the video screen, opens up his gown and is wearing a Spurs jersey.
How about that?
It's a number 2 jersey. I hope that's a new jersey. Either way, though, it's 236 and OU still sucks, but I like that.
Well, they've got some good people over there.
Well, I mean,
very few. Very few.
Sure, he's from here and got a great scholarship to go north of the border.
Dude, here, see, this is what concerns me, and I am a superstitious guy. I will say that right off the bat. According to FD Sportsbook via FanDuel, the Spurs have received 94% of the bets to win the series against the Thunder. 94%.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't scare you?
No.
That was the whole point of my video today.
I mean, because I know where you're going, so that
the whole
me. If you picked the Spurs, I'd be scared to death.
The whole point of my video today was to just try and ward off the evil spirits that these national sports people are
like,
doing.
Like Bill Simmons, who is picking the Spurs to win.
Bill Simmons.
I think the Spurs are going to win, Zach. I just think they've caught lightning in a bottle, and this feels like 77 Blazers to me. I'm tired of thinking about the teams from the past and how you got to learn and take your lumps. And I just don't think it matters. They have a 7'7" guy who's out of control and a bunch of pit bulls. And they absolutely struck oil with the Dylan Harper thing. Like, this is to get those 3 guys in back-to-back drafts. This is the kind of fluke you need to win a title when your best guys are 22, 21, and 20. And I think they're going to win.
Well, look, I hope Bill Simmons is right. I really do. And I think they've got the talent, they've got the depth, they've got the athleticism to do it all, and to beat this OKC Thunder team. I don't know, man. I don't know where to go with this thing, and we keep saying inexperience, we keep saying this. I think that's all out the window now. I think all of it is.
I do think there is a bit of weirdness, if that's the right word, for Spurs fans right now, when you do see national media types picking the Spurs.
That never happens.
Because it doesn't happen. We're used to them wondering if they even know the Spurs exist, right? Now, this morning on Get Up, now granted, ESPN ABC does have the Eastern Conference Finals, so you understand the network, but it's also New York. I'm like, that series doesn't start till tomorrow. What about game one? I want to hear about the Spurs and the Thunder, not the, coming up in the afterthought segment. And that's where the Spurs were, which is kind of where, as Spurs fans, we feel like they're always at. But so it is kind of weird when you get national types, not named Michelle Beadle, hyping up the San Antonio Spurs.
But even the guys that was Chandler Parsons is one. I'm not sure who the other one is, but even those guys, they go against her sometimes.
Well, sure.
The whole Wemby elbow thing, they were back and forth on that. So I don't know. Back in the dynasty days, because that's what I'm familiar with mostly, because that's the last time the Spurs were this good. The national media just no respect. And so I'm kind of thinking, that's the way it should be now, but it has changed completely. And the national media now is all on board this bandwagon. So, hey, props to them. Welcome aboard. Let's see if it works.
It's so difficult to go back to back. And you wonder, is on cruise control as Oklahoma City has been through this postseason. You wonder how much of it is belief in the San Antonio Spurs. As Bill Simmons said, have they just caught lightning in a bottle? It feels like all the national media, with the exception of the flip-flopper named Kendrick Perkins, all that you have to have those playoff scars, all that talk has seemed to have gone away. Have they gotten enough playoff experience with some of the adversity they have already faced? Wemby with a concussion, then Wemby getting kicked out of a game, dealing with, Steph Castle fouling out. Is that enough experience, or do those scars just happen to come in the Western Conference Finals? You're going to get them before you can go win a trophy, but they're coming a little bit later than expected. You look at this team, and are they just too young and dumb to not know any better? And I think there's a combination of both. The experience factor, Oklahoma City certainly has it, but this Spurs team is just far better than what any of us thought it was going to be back in October. And when Brian Wright did not make a move at the deadline, I know we talked about on this show, do the Spurs not think that they're ready to where they would go all in and make a move to help solidify a championship-level roster? Yet they're in the Western Conference Finals, and you got a lot of people thinking they've got a chance to win this thing.
Well, a lot of people apparently think they got a chance to win this thing, and they're the betting favorites of that. And I see that, and it's weird because talking about that FanDuel tweet that I just saw a few minutes ago, that 94% of the Spurs are people that are betting are picking the Spurs to win the series. However, Oklahoma City's a 6.5-point favorite tonight. First time the Spurs have been an underdog in these playoffs. And so I don't know where Vegas is going with this thing.
I do think if you're betting trying to make money, you're not making any money betting on Oklahoma City.
Well, this is true.
Right? So if you're betting trying to make money, you're betting on the San Antonio Spurs. And I was looking at Underdog and kind of looking at where some of the numbers are there because where are they thinking things are going to be as far as individuals go? And if you look at that, while it is Oklahoma City right now a 6.5-point favorite at most places, individually, man, they're expecting seemingly a little bit more out of the San Antonio Spurs players.
Well, apparently so. Look, I think the Spurs, obviously we saw them in the regular season. I don't put a lot of stock in that, and I've said so. I will continue to say that because it's a different thing. However, they match up. I mean, both teams are loaded. So again, I think you got Wemby and you got Shea. Those two guys will do what they do. It's going to be the role players that are going to make the difference in this series. Who steps up and how it goes from there. So that's what I think is going to happen. Because Wemby's going to do Wemby things, and SGA is going to do what he does. So who? who is it? Is it Caruso? Is it Jalen Williams? Is it Steph Castle, Dylan Harper, Devin Vassell? I mean, that's the whole, I think, the story that's got to be written in this series. Who stepped up to partner with Wemby, to partner with SGA, and made the difference?
You know, heading into tonight's game one, guys like Alex Caruso saying all the right things about this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, one, just staying, mentally and physically prepared. When you have that long of a break, there's always just, professionalism you need to take into it to stay locked into the goal and, kind of the focus you need this time of year. And then just preparing for a really good team. I think I don't think anybody else won 60 games this year, right? It was just us and them. So, based on records, it was the two best regular seasons this year. So we know they're a good team. We have a lot of respect for them, from what they've been able to accomplish. Just preparing for a war. We know they're a good team. We're a good team. So it's be good basketball to be played.
Without a doubt. And there's one of the guys that could be the difference maker for Oklahoma City, Alex Caruso. He's been shooting the ball very well in these playoffs. He could be the difference. He's just one of those scrappy, pain in the ass guys, Yep. And so he could be the difference for Oklahoma City.
So call your shot on our YouTube page. Already well over 100 votes. Spurs in 4 or 5, Spurs in 6 or 7, Thunder in 4 or 5, Thunder in 6 or 7. 66% right now, Spurs in 6 or 7. 15% Thunder in 6 or 7. Combined, only 19% are picking the Thunder, which doesn't surprise me since we're, San Antonio sports star. and again, I think even if you're picking the Spurs, if Oklahoma City were to win the series, is anybody going to be surprised? When you think 7, and anybody that's picking Oklahoma City in 7, that's a coin flip game, and that's because of home court advantage.
Sure.
And the Spurs tried to get that 1 seed. And as well as they played down the stretch, they never really closed the gap on Oklahoma City.
Nope.
But again, this is where you would like to think home court matters. Although I saw a stat, I didn't write it down, but it was a bizarre stat. Prior to COVID, home court advantage, game 7s. I mean, the record was something like 80% home team wins. Since COVID, home teams in a game 7 have a losing record.
That's crazy.
It was a crazy stat.
That's Detroit, right?
Well, it was just one game. It was even until last night. Now, and I was like, my goodness. All right, so maybe it doesn't matter because I think if it goes 7, Oklahoma City wins this thing. That's why I got Spurs in 6. That final game needs to be in San Antonio. And I think tonight SGA is getting a trophy, and hopefully that motivates the hell out of Wembanyama. And then SGA got a whole bunch of nice gifts for his teammates after winning another trophy.
I just want to say thank you guys for everything. I wouldn't be the player I am, the person I am. I've said that a few times without you guys. Yeah, have fun. I love you guys.
That's sweet.
$200,000 each one of those watches, and they're also overcoats. He bought the rest of the
trench
team.
coats.
Trench coats. I hope they're not around any schools.
Oh, yeah.
And there was
the white vans come with those trench coats.
There was other things.
Sets of PXG irons with
that. Yes. And so SGA put out a little coin for those guys.
These guys, the gifts that those guys give each other is pretty insane. I mean, you and I have been teammates a long time. You've never given me a $200,000 watch.
No.
You've never given me a $20 watch.
And I won't.
And you won't.
Maybe a $20 watch. If you get one of those crane machines, maybe it'll be in there.
I'd rather get a 6-pack of Flight by Yingling.
Well,
what are you talking
you've
about?
You've got plenty of those
well,
already.
I've earned those. You've never just showed up and said, you know what? Here's a gift.
Yeah,
and the way it's all pretty cool, right? And I know that his teammates certainly appreciate that. And that's kind of, as I sit here at 249, I don't have that hate for SGA. I might buy tomorrow. I might buy Wednesday or Thursday.
Yes.
And I hope the Spurs have that same, as you see over a playoff series. But SGA is a good dude. Seems like a good dude.
Seems like a good dude.
Right? But I'm not going to like him for the next couple of weeks.
Well, of
that's
course
for
not.
sure.
No, and or any of those guys wearing blue. I'm getting called out here on YouTube, Minix, for wearing Oklahoma City colors.
Yeah, why would you do that?
What color is this shirt?
Well, it's kind of purplish.
It's purple.
You got purple flowers on your shirt.
It's
sir.
purple.
Well,
Okay, it's purple.
I mean, I don't know how good. I mean, it does look blue on the screen.
No, it does not.
It does.
It does not.
Look at the screen.
I heard. I did see I don't know if you saw this today.
David
Chancellor calling out his co-anchor for wearing a blue dress today, and that dude had a blue tie on
and a blue shirt.
So yeah,
I'm gonna have to. Do I have to pay attention to my wardrobe this week?
Yes, I think we do.
Well, that's dumb.
You know, and I'm telling you, and it's weird because we were talking about this in the break. I don't have a Spurs golf shirt like the one you're wearing right now.
Why not, Joe?
Well, I don't know.
Why do you hate the Spurs?
I've got jerseys. I've got that. I've got T-shirts. I don't have a golf shirt.
Screw it.
I'm going to have to purchase one before Wednesday.
I saw a tweet over the weekend that Goodwill has a ton of Spurs gear.
Do they really?
They do.
Well, there you go. I might go there.
Because I know you're cheap.
Well, yes, of course. See, and I don't know how quickly I go to the Spurs fan shop, I guess, and pick one of those
You
up.
know, there's stores like Academy. You could probably go to
For
Academy.
golf shirts?
For golf shirts, yes.
Really? For Spurs golf shirts?
Dude, do you ever get out?
I do, but I'm just saying. I
mean, you could probably get Walmart, although you wouldn't go there. Maybe Target. I know Academy.
No, I got an Academy really close to my house.
You do. Amazon.
I'll stop by over there.
You could probably buy something on Amazon, and it'd be at your house in the morning.
Yeah, but do they have Spurs shirts?
Of course they do. Amazon has everything.
I guess they do. That's a pretty good point. Well, I'm going to have to look here.
Fanatics?
I may, but that won't get here in time.
Well, I mean,
I want it for Wednesday.
Pay the extra money.
So when we come on the air on Wednesday, I'll be in a Spurs golf shirt.
Anybody have a random extra large shirt that they don't need? Drop it by the front of the studio. Look at that. Pledge is showing a bunch online.
Online where?
That's Academy.
That's Academy?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I may stop by there then today. I'll have time.
You can call your wife.
Yeah.
Say, can you drop by Academy?
Can my wife do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
sure.
we know you don't know what it's like to walk inside of a store anymore that's not like the PGA Superstore.
No, I do Academy occasionally.
Occasionally.
Sure.
For what?
For golf balls.
Walk in, get your stuff, and get out, which is how I shop.
Pretty much, yes.
I get that. That's pretty cool. That's at Academy? I'd wear that.
That is pretty. Is that a hoodie?
See, you might need to get one of those, too.
It's one of those light ones?
Yeah. See, because Friday we're going to be doing our show at the Rue Pub in Rockport.
That's
so,
right.
When you're on the coast, you need kind of that long sleeve, kind of T-shirt, hoodie type thing. So you can get one of those while you're there, too, in my size.
Dude, I'm not getting one of those.
Well,
what the hell am I getting one of those for?
For me.
For you?
Why not? You just said we're good teammates. You're going to get me a gift.
I never said that.
I don't want a $20 watch. I'd rather have that.
I'll buy you a beer at the Rue Pub. How about that?
There's a coupon that's for $20 off right there. I don't know what it's for.
Really?
What's that pledge say? Why are we shopping on Academy on the air?
But you said there's an Academy by his house. He said he would go by there. I was letting him know there's Spurs stuff there.
What's the coupon for?
In-app only, $20 off.
See?
Scan this QR code.
Can he scan the QR code and then pick it up at the store, or is that only when you pay $28 for shipping?
See, I got Spurs shirts right here on Amazon.
I told you there'd be stuff on Amazon.
Huh.
I love that Joe's acting surprised that there's Spurs shirts on Amazon.
I mean, look, I get it. I can't make fun of Joe for this because I don't do shopping either. And with my wife spending the last several months in North Carolina, thank God she's here this week. Call Joanna. She's got, she's running errands today. She can stop by and get you a shirt. She is making another run for us later.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, and I see Marcy Grace there on YouTube. It's my town. She's from Rockport. We are doing the show Friday at the brand new Rue Pub in Rockport. It's their official grand opening weekend.
Well, I would assume Marcy's going to be working on Friday night.
She might have a gig.
She might. She's had a lot of gigs lately.
Well,
if you
she's
follow
busy.
her, I'm telling you.
Well, she's got that new song, and she's been tearing it up with that
I'm
thing.
happy for her, man. I'm
absolutely.
really happy for her.
Yeah, because I know Chip's got some live music this weekend.
All right,
Although she didn't book Marcy. I don't know why, because she's probably too busy. Although knowing Chip, she's probably too expensive. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Friday, if you're at the coast or you're going to the coast this weekend,
yeah,
Rupub Rockport. And again, you're going to want a place to go watch that game.
Absolutely.
And so if you're in San Antonio and you're not going to the game, you know the Rupub there at 281 in Redland Road. Or if you're at the coast because you made your plans not thinking the Spurs were going to be there because nobody did.
A lot of people have made plans not thinking the Spurs would be where they're at.
And it's also Memorial Day weekend.
It is that.
The kickoff to summer.
Yes.
It seems early for Memorial Day weekend, but it is what it is. So, Friday, Rupub Rockport.
Friday, Rupub Rockport. Oh, look at that. She's Marcy says she leaves on Saturday to Concan to open for Stoney LaRue.
That's awesome. So Friday night.
So she'll be there.
You're going to come party with us Friday night, Marcy.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Joe will buy you a beer.
Absolutely.
I'll buy you a beer.
Everybody will buy her a beer. Come on.
Yep.
She's awesome. She really is.
I think she's got her own beer now, too.
Does she
brewery
really?
down there.
Wow.
Yeah, she's big time.
I'm telling you.
I know it.
Just don't forget about us little people, Marcy.
Exactly.
Please don't do that. All right, we're going to take a break. Obviously, Spurs basketball is going to be on the agenda all day long. You want to talk about that? There are a lot of ways to do it. A lot of folks doing it on our YouTube page, sasportstar.com. Best way to get there, you can give us a call, 656-3776, 656-ESPN. You can go to Twitter, at Jason Minix. I'm at Joe Reinagle 210. However you want to do it, well, there's a lot of ways to do it. When we come back, did you know Shaq just got his master's degree?
I saw that.
Is that crazy?
His fourth degree.
How about that? Well, he didn't stop him from trolling Charles Barkley. We'll hear from Shaq Daddy coming up next here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Let me talk to you about my friends at Stevens Roofing. Love talking about Stevens Roofing. I really do. It's a great family, really nice folks, and they're folks that do quality work. And you don't have to take my word for it. Just listen to what I'm about to say. Stevens Roofing and Solar have been in business here in San Antonio and South Texas since 1983. 1983. That should tell you everything you need to know about the quality and the reputation and all of the good things about Stevens Roofing and Solar. Look, if some of these storms have kind of, made your roof look a little wonky or you're seeing something and you think you might have a leak and you want to get it checked out, give Stevens Roofing and Solar a call, 210-785-0994. They'll send an experienced team out to your house. They will inspect your roof. They'll do it for free. And they'll let you know if everything's okay or if there's some work that needs to be done. And if there is, well, you've got the best in the business right there to take care of it. Stevens Roofing and Solar, 210-785-0994, or you can get them online at stevensroofing.net.
Riding 281 with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ziprecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ziprecruiter.com/radio. ziprecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Since 1993, Thomas J. Henry dedicated himself to building a firm that injured clients can trust and respect. A firm backed by a track record of success and commitment to our clients. If you've been injured, trust Thomas J. Henry, San Antonio, Texas.
Sound familiar?
At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere, from dust mites, pet dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke. An asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
Find exactly what you are and aren't looking for. It's JCPenney's Memorial Day sale, and you'll save an extra 25% off with coupon on all your summer essentials. Yes, JCPenney. Valid 5/18 through 5/25. Exclusions apply.
Get a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1 Full Synthetic Motor Oil at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a data analyst.
Hey, what model did you use for these quarterly projections?
Astrology. If Mercury's in retrograde, sales tank. If Venus is rising, we crush Q4.
You built our revenue forecast off horoscopes?
Yeah, the Zodiac never lies.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, it's a series we've all been waiting for. Western Conference Finals begin tonight. Spurs take on the Oklahoma City Thunder for a chance to go to the NBA Finals. Game 1 tonight in Oklahoma City. Tip-off set for 7:30. Will be televised on NBC, streaming on Peacock. Well, last night we found out who's going to face the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. It'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers. Knicks Game 1, well, it takes place tomorrow, 7:30.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a game day Monday, a big game day Monday, the start of the Western Conference Finals, Oklahoma City, San Antonio. I am here for it and appreciate all of you spending some time with us here on the Blitz 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He's Jason Minix, and we're happy to have you along.
I appreciate you guys tuning in, and it's a call your shot kind of Monday. On our YouTube poll question today, which you can access through sasportstar.com or YouTube, search out San Antonio Sports Star. It's simple, Spurs and Thunder. Spurs in 4 or 5 is one option, 6 or 7 is an option, or Thunder in 4 or 5, Thunder in 6 or 7. 65% say Spurs in 6 or 7.
I like that. Hey, Spurs fans are optimistic, and they should be optimistic, without a doubt. So 6 or 7, and you called 6, and
Yep.
I think that makes sense because the Spurs can win it at home, and that would be a nice thing. If it does go to a Game 7, that gets scary. Now, there are 14% of you that say Thunder in 6 or 7, and some that say Spurs in 4 or 5.
The idea, though, I don't feel like the Spurs are playing with house money. That was a term Mike Tirico used earlier on McAfee. Although, are they playing with house money? Because nobody thought they would be here back in October. And why we will be disappointed if they don't win a championship this year, whether they're eliminated in this series or the next. This season has been so successful, but we continue to move the goalposts. I've said for a couple months now, who's going to beat this Spurs team 4 times? But I've also said who's going to beat Oklahoma City 4 times.
Something's got to give.
And that's why this is the matchup that we all wanted, but kind of like Detroit, not getting it done last night. Too young, they got to get those playoff scars. We've said the same thing about the San Antonio Spurs. But I don't feel like this is a house money kind of series because we have moved the goalposts so often.
Well, look, and I think to get this far and to see how well this team has played, again, nobody should be surprised that they're here. Nobody should be surprised that a lot of folks are picking them to win this series. Nobody should be. Not with the way they've been playing, not with the depth that this team has. And with Dylan Harper emerging, I think you talk about ahead of schedule. Wow, Dylan Harper's been fantastic. Steph Castle has really been fantastic. De'Aaron Fox has had his moments. Keldon Johnson finally broke out of it. They've just, go down the list. Devin Vassell's played pretty well. I'd give Luke Cornett some props for spelling Wemby the way he does. Obviously, they're not near as good with him on the floor as they are with Wemby, but he at least gives Wemby a time to catch his breath. Here's the other thing, too, that somebody brought up and that I was listening to this morning, and I can't remember who it was. In all the games against Oklahoma City, remember those were back in the days when Wemby was still on minute restrictions. So he hadn't played more than about 25, 26 minutes in any of those games that the Spurs won against Oklahoma City. Obviously, in this series, he's going to play a hell of a lot more minutes than that, and hopefully it doesn't affect him.
But those were all December through February.
Sure.
And I don't put a lot of stock in that other than – the Spurs created matchup problems for Oklahoma City back then, in SGA and played in all but one of them. Even Wemby, when he was laying out his, when he was asked why he should be MVP, and he brought up, well, the guy I'm competing with, I've kicked their ass. Paraphrasing, obviously, but it's true because it even said, hey, one of those they didn't play, so I don't count that one. A fully functioning Oklahoma City team, the Spurs dominated a couple, 3 times during the regular season. Again, I don't put a lot of stock into that, but those are facts.
Interesting. Fred on our YouTube page says the same Final Four teams who were in the NBA Cup are the same Final Four teams still playing, except no Orlando. Who's in there? Cleveland instead of Orlando?
Yeah.
I don't remember, Fred.
Nobody gives a damn about the NBA Cup.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
But Fred's also admitted he's already drinking, getting ready for tonight's game.
I don't
He's
blame
getting
him.
a head start.
Yeah, well, if I didn't have to work, I probably would be too.
Probably.
Let's face it. There's a good chance of that.
No,
yes.
probably.
Yeah.
No problem. It's time to do the Headline Blitz.
I forgot about
this.
I know.
Is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. Brought to you by Novu Brazil Brewery in North Star Mall. 2 guys, 2 opinions, never enough time.
Promise we will get back into the Spurs quickly, but
absolutely.
Headline Blitz. Look, graduation's happening all over the place. If you or somebody you know graduated, congrats. It's always a fun time of year. Shaquille O'Neal. And I remember when Shaq was leaving LSU and he made that promise to his mother.
Yep, he did.
This dude has gone back and now gotten 4 degrees. He got another master's over the weekend from LSU.
Shaquille, I hate Charles Barkley O'Neal.
Isn't that awesome?
That's hilarious. I think it's funny. And obviously we won't see those guys tonight, but I'm sure Chuck will have something to say about it tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night. And I did hear Greeny say today that those guys will be on before the game, and they will go as long as they want after the game.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
Which would be very, very cool. Now, it wasn't only Shaq that had graduation duties this weekend. Tom Brady was the commencement speaker at a college graduation, and he gave some great advice.
Sometimes in life, you have to put the numbers aside and ignore the odds. You have to make the tough choice. You have to try your best and to fight your hardest to win. Because the only thing worse than losing the biggest game of your life is losing respect for yourself along the way. I wish you nothing but the best of luck and the most courageous of choices on your journey. And I challenge you as graduates of this amazing institution to seek out more things that are just too hard. Things that will force you to grow beyond what you thought was possible for yourself, physically, mentally, or emotionally. I want you to challenge yourself with ideas that are uncomfortable and people who push you to be your very best. Even if one of those people is a cranky old coach who cuts the sleeves off his sweatshirt and screams at you all day, do your job. Okay, that's too specific in my experience. You guys get the point.
Mm-hmm. That's very cool. A little shot at Bill Belichick.
Well, you're Georgetown University, and you go out and you hire Tom Brady to do the speech.
They're pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Is he at this point in his life where he's, random university puts in a request and probably a fee?
Well, if there's enough zeros, I'm sure.
I mean, it's clearly the same speech because he said from this fine institution or whatever he said. He didn't name it, It must be the rinse, wash, repeat speech for him.
Well,
right, graduation, let's go.
It's a great speech, though.
It was.
Great speech. Very nice. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you watched any of the PGA Championship over the weekend.
I watched a lot. I got home late Saturday.
I watched.
And Sunday I didn't do squat, but watched golf.
Yeah, I watched a lot of golf. It was a lot of fun. And what's the guy's name? Is it Ray?
Yeah.
Who all the other tour players say he's the nicest guy on tour. From England, I think, or somewhere like that. I'm not sure where he is.
He's not from here.
He's not from the United States, but he won. But Rory McIlroy, my good buddy Rory, was acting like a real wiener.
Well, somebody pissed in his Cheerios.
Well, they did.
Here is McIlroy with his third. That's so good! He had to get cued in, Drew. There was no other option but to try to run that fine line.
Yeah, that was the last roll of the dice right there for McIlroy.
Did we miss the USA? Now see, Rory hit a horrible shot. He was in deep rough and trying to get over a sand trap and didn't. And he obviously was pissed off about that. And then some dude yells out USA, and it pissed off Rory enough that he got the dude thrown out.
Philly fan. But he's probably wearing an Eagle shirt. Get rid of his ass.
What the hell? I mean, do you not have thicker skin than that?
No.
Somebody yelling USA and you're pissed off about it?
I wonder if there was something else that was said that maybe the microphones didn't pick.
Well, maybe. I don't know, but it sounds a little he's a big wiener.
Big.
I'm just as. I mean, he's
wrong one, Blanche.
Yeah, I love wieners.
Thought you were going to go with the cereal one and go with his Rory voice, but whatever.
Yeah.
Be stealing my Lucky Charms.
Dude, I was very disappointed in that. And so, well, whatever. It's got the dude thrown out. What the hell? See, and last week when you were gone, they had Philly fans screaming at Scotty Scheffler because Scheffler's a big Cowboys fan. And so they were all yelling at him.
Maybe it was the same guy. And,
maybe.
Rory did what Scotty couldn't do or didn't do. One other thing. Very interesting as we await for the state of Texas to, join the rest of the party and have legal sports gambling. And I forget which politician said something, and then I know our friend Derek Stevens, who owns Circa, which we will be at in the end of August.
Yes, we will. That
with Texas waiting, they'll probably end up doing it the best because you can learn from a lot of mistakes, like Illinois. DraftKings is shutting down its sports book at Wrigley Field after 2 years. They're shutting it down on May 31st. There will still be kind of the bar, but no live betting. You can still bet on your app. But because of the Illinois wagering taxes, there's no point of having a business. It's not a good business model for them, which I find interesting. And I know some others a lot of books have complained, including Circa, who we're fortunate enough to get one of the Illinois licenses, but there's so many fees and taxes on the wagering for DraftKings to say, well, still do stuff with the Cubs, but this on location retail space, if you will, it ain't good for business because Illinois sucks.
I totally agree with that. And Wrigley Field sucks, and the Cubs suck, and all of that.
Cubs suck. Wrigley Field is still awesome to go to. It's still awesome to go to.
That's too bad, right? And I mean, look, the government wants to get its hand in everybody's pocket, and that's unfortunate. They get to the point where they're raising taxes that high. It only hurts them.
Well, and again, I mean, the DraftKings people said that the venue itself will remain open. In-person sports betting will no longer be offered at the location. The cost of operating in Illinois, including its high tax structure, makes it more difficult to justify continued investment in a standalone retail sportsbook. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
So when Texas does finally come around, pay attention to what they're doing in Illinois and don't do it their way because they're wrong.
Well, just, take your cut, but just don't get ridiculous about it.
You mean don't be greedy?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I mean, obviously that's what's happening in Illinois, and now they've shut down, and they're not going to get any of that. I think that's where Derek Stevens is from, isn't it?
No, he's
Detroit.
Michigan.
Michigan, that's it. Somewhere in Michigan, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Spurs play a huge game tonight. Let's talk about it. Of course, we're always talking about it. If you guys want to play or play.
Chime in
and play. If you want to do that, that's
fine. You want to play radio?
That's
Come on,
it.
call us.
656-3776-656-ESPN. Or you get Minix at Jason Minix on Twitter. I'm at Joe Reinagle 210, or go to our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, sasportstar.com. Great way to get there and do that. There are also some NFL owner meetings taking place this week as well. And CeeDee Lamb's a little, he's disagreeing with his boss, Jerry Jones. Interesting. We'll tell you why when we continue here on the Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Headline Blitz is brought to you by Novo Brewery, San Antonio's newest sports watching destination with over 80 feet of video walls, 60 craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. A full bar and delicious menu. Novo Brewery is attached to North Star Mall and open late hours. San Antonio's playoff headquarters has arrived. Novo Brewery features 80 feet of video walls, craft beers, hard kombucha on tap, and the food menu that means business. Thick-cut ribeye, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, carne asada fries, and more. And with its own private entrance separate from North Star Mall, no hassle, just you, your crew, and the biggest screens in the city at Novo Brewery. Open late. Visit NovoBrew.com. Novo Brewery. Come hungry. Stay for the game.
Save $2 when you buy 2 cans of Superior Products Coverall Tire Dressing. Plus, get 4 times O-Rewards points now at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for Window Nation. You know, May's weather is pretty nice, but those hot summer days are going to be here soon. Don't wait until the heat hits to try to avoid high energy bills. Upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it is time to settle up, people. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle. All the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
Hot
Damn, Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and an 8% kick of alcohol. Dial up the fun with Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Summer means longer days and more deals at Lowe's. This Memorial Day, shop Miracle-Gro 0.75 cubic foot garden soil, 5 bags for $10. Plus, get select 1.5-gallon red, white, and blue annuals hanging baskets, 2 for $15 to show off your favorite plants. Stop traffic with stunning landscaping and save while you do it. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/27, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the morning huddles, Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the morning huddle and cash in with the morning huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
This is A.J. Hoffman from the Morning Huddle. Join me and Rob Thompson tomorrow morning at 6 for the perfect ride to work on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Oh, everybody's fired up for tonight. Man, you know, it has been such a long time since the Spurs have been this successful in the NBA playoffs. And, boy, with the optimism that's out there for them to go even further than this, I'm just having a blast. I'm having a blast with Spurs basketball. I'm Joe. He's Jason.
Is it because it's so unexpected?
Well, I think that's
– I mean, it may be unexpected, but also it's been a long time.
Well, it's been a long time, but I just think this team has gotten better. It seems as just the season went on, they got better. As the playoffs have gone on, they've gotten better. And this whole inexperience thing, and I just saw a thing from Danny Green, of all people, saying he picked Oklahoma City in 7 because of the experience factor. And maybe that's true, but I just don't know if we can use that anymore. And I'll be totally honest with you. I just don't know.
Well, at some point you got to experience playoff hurt. And I've always subscribed to that. But at what point do you say this team is just better than we thought? And while it's not NBA playoff hurt, Wemby's reaction not winning at the Olympics, a guy like Steph Castle winning a national championship at UConn. You know, you do have some guys that have played at a high level and on major stages.
Mm-hmm.
A guy like Dylan Harper, who grew up in the NBA world. So maybe the youth works to their advantage. But at the same time, if you're saying Oklahoma City in 7, you're essentially saying because they have home court, they're going to win that 7th game because that's a coin flip. Although we saw last night, that doesn't mean a damn thing. Not to everybody, but we also, I think it's a respect for the current champions and just how damn good Oklahoma City is. And nobody, 13% right now on our YouTube poll have Spurs in 4 or 5. This looks like a heavyweight fight. This looks like one of those that is going to go to the distance. I think the shock factor would be if there was a sweep or a gentleman's sweep this series. Either way.
Yes.
Either way.
Yes.
But if Oklahoma City were to win, while we'll be pissed and disappointed and hurt, it's Oklahoma City. I think losing to them would be different than, say, losing to Minnesota or Denver. And I think if you're Oklahoma City and you're a Thunder fan, and I see a couple of Thunder people, although I'm going to assume troll accounts on our YouTube, but I think Oklahoma City people, if they would have somehow lost to the Lakers, that would have been shocking. The Spurs respect. Full disclosure, over this past week, while I was in Central Texas dealing with stuff, family that had come into town. My dad's side of the family, a lot of them live in kind of Duncan, Comanche, near Oklahoma City, in that area. And, you know, my aunt doesn't give a damn. She was like, I want a Spurs shirt to wear to work just to kind of piss other people off.
Yep.
You know, my two cousins are all about the Thunder, and my cousin Jennifer, her son, is all about the Thunder. But even they were talking, now granted, not the biggest sports people to talk with, but, you know, like her husband's coach in high school, all that kind of stuff. The respect factor that they have for the San Antonio Spurs is different, because it's funny. Apparently in Oklahoma, they've, you know, their fan base knows they were kind of modeled after San Antonio.
Sure.
So now it almost feels like Big Brother's coming in, and can Little Brother knock off Big Brother in this situation, which kind of what it was like back in 2012 when they were, you know, a fairly new organization at the time.
That's true. And was that back with Durant and Harden and Westbrook and those guys? Yeah, they were. That was pretty cool that they had all those guys back in the day. But Sam Presti, and we talked about this last week, I think even before you left, there have been a lot of people say he's the best GM in the league, and maybe the best GM ever. He's done a hell of a job, but he comes from San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he spent a lot of time here in San Antonio, but he's done a hell of a job there. Obviously, the Spurs brass has done a hell of a job. And, again, the excitement that this series is getting, not just from San Antonio and Oklahoma City, but from the entire country, is just impressive. Everybody wanted to see this series. I can't even imagine what NBC, the ratings are going to be for tonight's game and all the rest, for that matter. I just think it's going to be huge.
The fact that it's on real TV is certainly a plus, and it does feel like this is the true championship. And, you know, for ESPN, ABC, that has the Eastern Conference Finals, the fact that they get in New York, and how good is this New York team, I would imagine you're going to see in the next several days NBA with all kinds of graphics on, incredible viewership numbers, and it should be. You know, you have international superstars, because SGA is Canadian, so he's in the international category. You know, Wemby and France and the European market that's going to be there, but you do have legit superstars in both the Western Conference and Eastern Conference Finals. There's no real surprise team. There's no like T-shirt Laker fan that is just showing up at the end of the deal. You know, tuning in. I think this is the matchup that people have wanted since, I don't know, March. Would you say March?
I would say, sure. And I think a lot of people are tired of the Thunder. As much criticism as you hear about SGA flopping around and getting every call that he gets, and so I think a lot of people will be rooting for the Spurs in this series. If your team's not around and you want to watch the series and root for a team, I think most people are going to become San Antonio Spurs fans. I saw he was a little meme on Twitter the other day. It said the San Antonio Lakers. And it's like, you know, all these other teams are rooting for San Antonio to knock off Oklahoma City, and I think that's the consensus around the country.
That's interesting, because the Spurs fans don't know how to deal with that. You know, as you say that, like the attention's coming. It's weird, because you're right about the flopping, but they've won one title, but it's taken them forever to trust the process. And Philadelphia's been in the same boat, but no results yet. But you look at some of the trades that Presti made, and Oklahoma fans should thank Kawhi Leonard every year, send him a boatload of Christmas cards, because he demanded Paul George, and so they traded Paul George and got SGA out of that deal. But it's not like Golden State, where you just had that all right, here we go again. The Golden State fatigue, it doesn't factor in, and there's no real bad guy on any of these. There's not a player that well, I guess maybe James Harden.
Perhaps. Lou Dort, maybe, with Oklahoma City. He's kind of considered a dirty player at times.
But you don't have that hate.
No,
you don't
not
have
really.
that. You know, I mean, I don't know. But But also, I know if you saw this on social media with Yahoo, Air Corgi, who might be the greatest expert picker there is, Air Corgi has the Spurs winning in 7.
How about that?
And I find it interesting because when you watch the video on the final one where they're throwing the little basketballs and he's batting it down, he completely misses the hoop on the 7th one, and so it's the second attempt that goes in for San Antonio. So when Eric Corgi is picking the San Antonio Spurs, man, you have to take that to the bank.
Well, I guess so, but it's in 7 games.
I know.
That's a problem.
But what is Eric Corgi's record? It's pretty damn good. I mean, this little dog gets all kinds of run every time he makes a prediction. You know, I haven't seen what the Zoo has done yet, but I imagine the Zoo is going to have something. I did see where the San Antonio Zoo made a bet or wants to make a bet with the Oklahoma City Zoo. I haven't seen if Oklahoma City Zoo has responded.
Well, they should.
You would think.
I mean, if they don't have any confidence in their team.
I haven't seen if our mayor has tried to make a mayoral bet, but not even sure if our mayor understands that the playoffs are still going on.
I don't even know if she knows there's a professional basketball team in San Antonio.
Well, no, she does because she wants a deal.
Well, I don't have a feeling she's going to be around a TV tonight. I just get that feeling.
Where's she going to be?
Well, I don't know, watching Hallmark Channel? Or?
I would say somebody on her staff might give her updates, but I don't know if she still has anybody on her staff.
Look, I don't know. Oklahoma City, look, the Zoo has got to respond.
Yes.
You have to. Or we're going to lose all respect for you if you still have respect. I can't wait. What are we, 3:30? We got 4 hours? 4 hours,
4
minutes.
hours.
Yeah.
4 hours.
Wow.
You want to do the show up? No. All the way up to game time?
No.
Extended show? No, because I need to be somewhere with a cold beer ready to go.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And plus, I got to stop at Academy, apparently, on my way home. So.
You can make a call. Somebody will get that for you.
I don't know.
I mean,
they will.
You know, you want to be somewhere tonight where you can
I don't want an
watch
ugly
the game.
shirt. I want
Spurs shirts are pretty simple.
Well, I get it, but, I don't like people picking stuff out for me, apparel-wise.
Apparel-wise?
Yeah, I want to.
You want a golf shirt?
I want a golf shirt
with the Spurs logo on it.
Yes,
extra large.
Simple. Well, it depends.
Well,
Do I want a silver one or a black one?
Does it matter if somebody gets one for you? Well, no, the answer is no. It doesn't.
If they're buying it,
if they go and pick it up for you,
yeah, I'll be fine with that.
You're going to be fine with it. I mean, they're not going to buy you a red one with weird stripes on it and the Spurs logo. They don't make those. I mean,
well, unless they go all Fiesta and give me a pink one.
I don't know that they have a pink golf shirt in the men's department.
Well, I don't
know if they have a pink golf shirt. I mean, the T-shirts. I've got a T-shirt from the Fiesta night that I could let you borrow.
I guess the boss would probably make an exception, wouldn't he? Just game days, we could wear a T-shirt.
Yeah, I don't think our boss is aware.
Yeah, you don't think?
Have you ever watched the Morning Huddle?
No, I haven't.
You seen what AJ wears?
Well,
I think
AJ,
you're fine,
dude.
You're fine.
AJ,
you're fine.
We're talking about AJ, are we?
But you're fine.
All right, just saying. AJ,
come on.
I might have. Maybe I'll break out the jersey on for Wednesday.
You should just have a T-shirt underneath it.
Well, I want to show off the guns.
Oh. Can we get this sunk into retirement now?
Won't be long, kid. Give me another 10 years.
10.
Maybe.
20.
Dude, I don't know. 20? Why not? I mean, isn't Trump about to turn 80? If he's still working, I can still work.
You can still work.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, you're already almost at the age where you don't give a damn. You'll say whatever. I can't imagine an 80-year-old Ryan Eggle on the radio.
Oh, geez, we'd be a lot of fun.
You'd be Dale Hansen all of a sudden.
Get off my lawn. That's true, man. That would be a lot of fun. We'll have to see how long this ride goes. Long way. A lot of Spurs talk today, and rightfully so, because it is a big game tonight. Western Conference Finals, Game 1 in OKC. It is going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. I mentioned earlier, going into the last break, if you were with us, C.D. Lamb disagrees with Jerry Jones on something, and I'm wondering why. It may be a money thing. It has nothing to do with contracts. It's all about grass. We'll talk about it. We continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
See, 3:33, 4 hours. Get to the Roo Pub. 281 and Redland Road for tonight's Game 1. No better place to watch any big game, especially a place like tonight. The atmosphere inside the Roo Pub for every Spurs game has been incredible this postseason. And go early enough, get a table, get your dinner as well. The Roo Pub has fantastic food. Love the fried shrimp over there. They have the biggest and best wings in town. About 15 different burgers on the menu. Ryan Eagle's been on a corn dog bite streak lately, which those are actually really good. The onion rings are incredible. Get them with the side of barbecue. Pledge tells me the salads there are wonderful. And you know that kitchen is open late every day with the full menu available. The Roo Pub has all the beers you want and a full bar. Happy hour weekdays from 11 to 6. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch tonight's Game 1. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant, the Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, Game 1 between the Spurs and the Thunder. Are we looking up or are we running away?
East Coast gets going as well. Can the Knicks take care of business? We'll talk about it all. But you got to get here early. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
When it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years and successfully represented thousands of injured Texans. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Real Success. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ourrealsuccess.com.
Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses and acquiring rental properties right here in San Antonio without using your own money? You'll learn to flip houses and secure rental properties in your spare time to get on track towards real wealth building. We're offering a handful of motivated individuals the opportunity to attend our workshop right here in San Antonio for free. That's right, we'll give you 2 free tickets when you text FLIP to 64,000. San Antonio is the perfect market to flip houses and build rental income. Don't miss this opportunity. Come to a complimentary live 2-hour workshop next week right here in San Antonio and learn how to start making money flipping homes and building long-term wealth with rental properties. To get 2 free tickets, text FLIP to 64,000. Text in the next 10 minutes and registrants will also receive a free copy of our Funding for Deals guide. Text FLIP to 64,000 for 2 complimentary tickets. Text FLIP to 64,000.
Almost 90 years ago, Academy Sports and Outdoors was born right here in Texas. So we know a thing or two about a thing or two. Like beans don't belong in Chile. It's called a feeder road. And how far really means how long. We've been your neighbor for generations. That's why we're adding Texas-sized deals across the store, only in Texas. If you happen to find a better price at a competitor, we'll beat it by 5%. Academy. Fun can't lose.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Ready or not, summer is coming, and Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance is on now. Right now through May 25th, get up to 70% off everything home at Wayfair. Plus, score amazing doorbuster deals all sale long and surprise flash deals on Memorial Day. We're talking thousands of products at every style and budget. Now is the time to save big on must-haves for your patio, backyard, and beyond. These savings won't last, so don't wait. Shop Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance now through May 25th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
O'Reilly.
Save money on your next full synthetic oil change at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for just $35.95. We can recommend all the oil change supplies you need. Shop your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The Morning Huddle.
There was a push for there to be like some sort of dye put in the pool where if you peed, it like turned the water around you.
We had a sign that if we had it, like if
it'd be
you
like,
pee,
oh,
it'll turn blue. We had a sign that said if you pee, it'll turn blue, and it had a guy standing in it was a picture of a guy standing in a pool, and everything around him was dark blue.
Do you think they ever actually used it at the pool you went to, or just the threat?
No,
of it?
this was our pool. And
okay.
We didn't use it. No, but
no, it
we
was
had
just
the
the
sign.
threat of it.
We
yeah.
bought it one time, but I pee in the pool too. My pool.
I paid for those chemicals.
My pool.
The Morning Huddle with AJ and Rob. Weekday mornings 6 to 10. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Mellow Monday here on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It is also game day. Spurs, OKC, game 1 of the Western Conference Finals tonight. It is on NBC. They will tip right around 7:30-ish. I'm Joe Reinagle. He's Jason Minix. I'm excited.
I can't wait for game 1. I am so ready for game 1. And I think tonight is such a crucial game for the San Antonio Spurs. And all the predictions, your time to call your shot before this series officially gets underway. You can call your shot. We've got a poll up on our YouTube page through sasportstar.com, or if you're on YouTube, just search out San Antonio Sports Star. 179 votes already in. Call your shot. Spurs in 4 or 5, Spurs in 6 or 7, Thunder in 4 or 5, Thunder in 6 or 7. 65% of you right now have the Spurs in 6 or 7.
And that doesn't really surprise you, does it?
No, 15% Thunder in 6 or 7, 8% Thunder in 4 or 5. So about, 23% of the audience going for the, or not going for, predicting Oklahoma City ultimately wins this series.
Well, it's going to be interesting. Again, I think really two evenly matched teams in my mind. They are, and they've got depth. They've got shooters. Oklahoma City has a big fella. There's a big advantage for San Antonio in that respect. But I do. I think, and you've got SGA, who is a difference maker, and I think these two teams are evenly matched. That's why I think it is going to be all the way. And I hope we don't get cheated. I heard Dirk Nowitzki today talking on some show. I don't even recall what it was, and I wish we had an 11-game series for this because everybody is looking forward to this thing. And if it is lopsided one way or the other, I think it's going to be a lot of disappointed people. Obviously, if the Spurs win lopsided, we'll be happy as hell, and we're headed to the NBA Finals. But I think everybody else, just basketball fans, I think they want to see a 6 or 7 game series for sure.
Well, again, you want, if you're a basketball fan with no dog in the fight, and I imagine 99% of the people listening to this program right now have a dog in the fight.
Yes, they do.
But for a fan with no dog in the fight, you want 7 games. You want as much great basketball as you can get.
Yep.
And I think you're going to get that. You know, the Spurs had a great second-round series, although that's a series that went 6 that maybe didn't need it to go 6 because in 3 of the 4 Spurs wins, they were blowouts. That wasn't great basketball. Oklahoma City has yet to break a sweat in the postseason. I mean, let's be honest.
Well, they're 8-0 right now.
Yeah.
They have not lost a game in these playoffs. But granted, I think the Spurs have definitely had a tougher road to hoe when it comes to the teams that they've played. And this is a different team, although I think, look, Oklahoma City's not all finesse. They've got some guys that can push Wemby around. Hartenstein, for one. So they've got some players that can be physical, and I think they will be. And I think the Spurs will return that. I think one of the biggest keys, though, Jason, is going to be SGA. I mean, where is the whistle going to go with that guy? If he gets to the free throw line 15, 20 times, I mean, that's trouble.
Well, and that's what he does. That's where I look at a guy like Steph Castle, who you would think would have to guard him a lot, has got to play smart basketball tonight and not pick up cheap fouls. SGA is a master at drawing those fouls. That's a part of his game. And the majority of the time, while it might feel like it's ticky-tack or not, they're legit calls. He's just really good at drawing fouls and getting to the line. That's a big part of his game.
A huge part of his game, and he's been successful at it, and the officials have allowed him to do it. He just is animated with it. Now, look, there are some foul calls where he's animated and nobody touched him, not even close. And it happens, but he's got the reputation, and the officials are letting him get away with it. And that's what I said with Wemby, especially in that Minnesota series. If that's the case, then get animated. You know, flop around a little bit, call attention to it. And if it's working for SGA in this series, then, hey, Wemby should do the same thing. Why not?
Absolutely. So go vote in the poll. Tell us what you think. Call your shot. You can always be a part of the show, 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. A lot of Spurs talk, obviously, today, including Game Night San Antonio, brought to you by Vision Source. Some NFL news and notes, and I know I wasn't around last week when the schedule was released, but an interesting article is the NFL owners' meetings are about to take place.
Yeah.
You know, with the World Cup coming, all these stadiums are having to, make a lot of changes. You know, with the exception of it in Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, they all have to change their names. And Mercedes, they can't change it. It's built in there to such way. But the bigger thing is the investment that all these stadiums are making, putting in grass field to be FIFA compliant.
Yeah.
And in some cases, even removing seats and sections because the field size is different. But all this grass that's going in and the gazillions of dollars being spent to modify these stadiums with grass fields, a lot of players are like, dude, leave it. We can add paint, leave it. Including CeeDee Lamb. He had a tweet when they were talking about this, and obviously Jerry Jones loves the artificial surface, a little bit more controllable, and Jerry thinks it looks better on TV. And but grass fields are just better. What was, the NFLPA did some sort of survey, 92% of players want a grass field. And I'm wondering what 8% say they don't want the grass field, right?
Well, but it's not going to change until they collective bargain and put it in there. The owners aren't going to do that. It's just cost effective to put in. You buy the artificial turf and you don't have to mess with it anymore. Is it NRG pledge that they bring the grass in and out? Is that
used to?
Used to.
They used to.
Okay.
Now they have the same artificial service that they have up in Dallas.
Okay, all right.
But they used to have it in
The problem was it was a plate system and people hated it because it was sections and pieces of the field would have divots. And
if you remember, D'Amico Ryans got hurt and actually sued the team.
Oh.
Now he's coaching them.
Okay.
The one that wheels in and out on a platform is in Glendale.
Glendale, and I think they have something like that
in Vegas.
In Vegas.
Okay.
Because when we were there for the Super Bowl, it was like, hey, man, that's kind of cool.
Interesting. Now, I don't know. In this article, there's a list of the fields, the artificial turf fields. And I don't know what the difference in some of this. Like the Seattle Seahawks have Field Turf Revolution 360.
Uh-huh.
The Cowboys have Hellas Matrix Turf, whatever the hell that is.
Well, I mean,
I don't know what the hell any of that is, but it's.
They're all good services. I think you've probably walked on the field there.
Well, I'm sure it is. It's probably the best.
But it's not natural grass.
No, it's not.
And players want natural grass.
Well, we'll see. They're going to have to collective bargain that, though. I don't think the owners are going to do that. Jerry's not going to do it.
No, he's not going to do it.
So not until he's forced to do it. So,
and again, when you look at all the different events that they have and maintaining the grass field, and you think about all the concerts and all. I mean, I get why financially it's better to have the artificial surface, although those aren't cheap. But your watering bills, your fertilizer, the grass cut, it looks better on TV. It's the consistency of it. But also, if you have an event, you roll that stuff up and you put it away, and your concert happens or your truck show happens, and if you've got natural grass, unless you're on a system, and Jerry World isn't built for this, where you could roll it in and out, it's just better for the overall total use of the building being a multi-use facility.
Jerry's got plenty of sunlight.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, plenty of sunlight in there.
He won't get curtains either.
No, he has curtains.
Well, he won't put them up for a football game because, again, it looks better on TV.
It does.
I mean, it has the feel of an outdoor stadium without being an outdoor stadium.
Well, look, I think I don't know. We'll see what happens. But again, the owners aren't going to change the thing because, look, those artificial surfaces are expensive. So whatever they've got in there, and these are it sounds like by the names of some of these things that it's like the latest and greatest.
I mean, it's like
technology,
it's like car brands, shoe brands.
Sure.
I mean, well, which one do you want?
Well,
you get this.
Interesting.
And again, you look at all the different fields out there. Should there be consistency? I don't know the answer to this question as I'm saying it, but like in the NBA, aren't all the floors and all the rims essentially from one company? They're all the same.
It could be. I don't know the answer to that.
Or at the very least, they're all the same when you go to play.
Sure, right.
Where
I don't know if you could do that with grass fields, though. Could you?
Well, not grass fields, but artificial surface. Here's the artificial surface that we're going with, league-wide. Because, I mean, Philly used to have the worst stadium.
Oh, it's awful. It's like playing out in the parking lot.
I mean, there's bad fields everywhere. I don't know. Out last week I was.
Yes.
And you just asked me during the last break if I was up on Bill Miller getting hammered in some poll.
Worst barbecue in the state.
In the country is what I'm reading, because I Googled it. What surprises me as I was looking for the article you told me to go find, I find this from Bill Miller. Apparently, they now have burgers on the menu.
I had no idea they had burgers on the menu.
That's the article that I found on my essay. Bill Miller dropped a big hint on its Instagram Sunday. A short reel of burger patties sizzling on a grill, ending on the reveal of Monday's date. That apparently, they now have a burger combo.
Dude, I don't know.
So, you know what? Our barbecue is rated so bad, let's become a burger place. Is that what they're doing?
Oh, well, why not? I mean, or fix the barbecue, one of the two. Look, and I'm not going to hammer Bill Miller because their chicken strips are great, and their breakfast tacos are good.
They got great breakfast tacos. Now, according to my essay, a spokesperson for Bill Miller said it's the burgers is actually a nod to its roots. In the early days of Bill Miller, chicken boxes and hamburgers were both part of the menu.
Oh, wow. I never knew they had
So this
burgers.
limited time cheeseburger is a return to our roots.
So it's a limited time.
Yeah, combo priced at $11.50. You got a cheeseburger, small side of fries, and a classic Bill Miller iced tea.
Well, no offense
Since
to
the
Bill
burgers are made to order, it could take 10 to 12 minutes for your meal to be ready.
No offense to Bill Miller. If I want a burger, I'm going to go somewhere else.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
You don't want to run out and try their limited burger?
No, I really don't.
I mean, are they? It is kind of odd though that the day that you kind of read that they're getting hammered as the worst barbecue chains by food website Daily Meal.
Daily Meal. That's great.
Never heard of them.
No.
But, the report writes that, quote, once venerable chain now feels like it's gone downhill. And I think
I
you just said it.
Barbecue was ever good.
Well, I mean, the po' boy sandwich, the chopped beef. I mean, for a fast food barbecue, I mean, but again, they got great fried chicken.
It's great.
I mean, when you're a barbecue place known for your fried chicken and breakfast tacos.
Well, I mean, you got to be known for something. I'm all for their fried chicken. It's pretty good, and their chicken strips and.
Blitz his go-to is a turkey sandwich at Bill Miller,
which doesn't speak well on a barbecue spot.
Yeah, well,
but the po' boy's pretty good. The chopped beef aren't bad.
Well, if you get a what is it called, a Wild Bill, you get the barbecue sandwich and the sausage on the combo there.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Again, not bad.
I mean, I'm not like recommending it to visitors from out of town. There are a lot of good barbecue spots that make pretty good brisket sandwiches that you can add sausage to.
Yes. Like all of them.
Pretty much. Oh, well, look, Bill Miller, you gotta be known for something. Your chicken and your breakfast tacos. Stick
It's
with
the
that.
tea. They're known for the tea.
Well, and the tea, right?
Well, see, but they pissed me off when they started charging for refills.
Do they really?
Apparently they do, and
Wow.
and as I'm reading, and I don't know this is a fact, but it's on the internet, so it must be true. Do they really charge more for sweet tea than unsweet tea? Like they charge you for the sugar now, 20 cents more?
Do they really?
That's what it says.
Wow.
Or somebody's commenting.
Well,
A
times are
picture of
tough,
the receipt.
Times are tough.
Come on. But
Sugar prices are
that
outrageous.
Cheeseburger combo at Bill Miller.
You know what the gas takes to get that extra sugar in?
I guess so. I don't know. I mean, would you go to Bill Miller for a cheeseburger combo? I don't think I would. I mean, there's so many other places.
Well, especially when they tell me in advance I've got to wait 10 to 12 minutes.
Well,
now, actually, I hear that, and I'm like, all right, it better be a damn good burger.
Well, it should. I don't know.
But
a lot of good burger spots.
But I don't think, man, I want a good burger. Let's go to Bill Miller. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe that becomes their best thing.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Will we? Are you going to go get one?
It's for a limited time. It's kind of like the McRib.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Stop it.
No. You can't insult them that way. You haven't tried one yet.
Yeah, the McRib is awful.
I mean, I'd be willing to try one at Bill Miller.
Did I ever tell you? I've been so excited when McDonald's brought that out. I mean, that looks great. I can't wait to have one. It's like chewing on a piece of rubber. It was awful.
Well, when was this? 1981.
It was a long time ago. Yeah.
You were excited about the McRib.
I've never had another one. Oh, my gosh.
I see, but I know people that can't wait for those things to come out.
I know it. That's why they keep bringing them out.
And I'm looking at like, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. Some people like them.
Yeah, some people do. All right, Pledge, you got a microphone.
Okay. Somebody just called, said they had it today for lunch. They do not charge for refills, and they do not charge extra for sweet tea.
All right, but how was the burger?
Oh, I don't know if he had the burger.
Well, see, now I'm going to call a BS on that because the Bill Miller here over on Rittiman charges you more for your refill. I know that from personal experience. Remember me and David Chancellor when he worked over here? We were mad as hell at that.
Wow.
Maybe they've changed the rules, but I have not been back to that Bill Miller since then. And how long has it been since Chancellor has worked here?
Exactly.
It's now people on our YouTube page saying it's dine-in only. You get free refills, which it makes sense.
I was dining in, and we ate, and then we were going to refill our teas before we came back away, and they charged us.
Wow. Did you pay it?
Well, you had no choice because they took our cups, and then they charged us.
Oh, wow.
They'd already given us the tea.
Did you make Chancellor pay for it?
I mean, no.
Well, interesting. I curiosity. I may have to try that thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be willing to give it a try.
Yeah, I'd give it a try.
Although then you'd have to say, all right, well, what do you want for lunch? Let's go to Bill Miller. And then you go, oh, man, but
for a burger,
I need to get a cheeseburger.
I know, especially when they got chicken sitting there you'd rather have.
Again, if I want chicken, I don't know that I'm going to Bill Miller.
I am. Their chicken's good. Their chicken strips are good. Yeah, I'd rather go to Gus's,
yeah,
it's over there.
But again, but when we do chicken strips, although we haven't done Tender Tuesday from Bush's in a long time.
No, we haven't.
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
It sure is.
But we got cheeseburgers from Bill Miller to try.
Well, we may have to do that. Maybe a cheeseburger Tuesday. Who knows? I know it is a Spurs game day.
Yeah,
I absolutely know that for a fact. Western Conference Finals taking place tonight in Oklahoma City. Game 1. Oh, my goodness. It is going to be a lot of fun, and we are talking about it. We'll hear from some folks that are going to be participating in that particular ball game. And the question is, was it weird that Anthony Edwards went over to the Spurs and dapped them all up with 8 minutes to go in Game 6? I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you think, believe it or not, Minix. we'll hear.
You always want to
when we continue on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Will there be honking tonight is also one of the questions, and if there is, will there be arrests made? Now, whatever the case is, if you get yourself arrested, you want to get out of jail fast, and the best way to do that is by calling my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747, or you can start the bonding process online, mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail. You don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what all those conditions are before accepting it. Your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, a free shuttle service. They're discreet and confidential and open 24/7. Offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. So if you're up in Dallas, down in Corpus, anywhere in between, license number 149, call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online at mybestbailbonds.com.
You're riding with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
Upgrade your truck without breaking the bank at NAW Northwest Automotive Warehouse. Get weather protection, added security, and durability with the Rough Country 3-panel hard folding truck bed cover starting at $6.99. Or cash in on scratch and dent options like Weather Guard toolboxes, pack rats, and 50 to 60% off a huge selection of new scratch and dent RDS diesel transfer tanks. Skip the big box hassle. Shop local at NAW today. 3027 Kulabur Road. Family operated, community driven since 1978.
Your summer starts now with Memorial Day deals at the Home Depot. It's time to fire up summer cookouts with the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill on special buy for only $199. And entertain all season with the Hampton Bay West Grove 7-piece outdoor dining set for only $499. This Memorial Day, get low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. While supplies last, price and valid May 14th through May 27th. U.S. only, exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now through Monday, save up to 60% on Sealy at Mattress Firm. Plus, get a free adjustable base with select mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Whoa, okay. This one says you get a free phone if you switch. Hey, this one also says you get a free phone if you switch.
Yeah, they all do, hon.
Huh. The T-Mobile one says their customers had the lowest wireless bills versus the other big guys over the past 5 years. And their latest experience plans have Netflix included, plus a year of Dash Pass by DoorDash.
Hang on, let me see that. Oh, yeah, we're switching.
That's what I'm talking about. Do we clap now, or...?
At T-Mobile, get savings that keep stacking up. That's value you can feel every day. And right now, bring your phone to T-Mobile and we'll give you $400 when you switch.
Savings based on Harris X billing snapshots from Q3 2021 to Q4 2025 compared to average AT&T and Verizon bills. Comparison excludes discounts, credits, and optional charges. $400 with new account on qualifying line. Unlocked device credit ported 90-plus days with device and carrier. Entirely redemption required. Virtual MasterCard typically takes 14 weeks. No cash access and expires in 6 months. Card issued by Sunrise Banks N.A. Member FDIC. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Tamalitos Restaurant is now open on the corner of Nacogdoches and Warsbach Parkway, serving up authentic Mexican food packed with flavor. From sizzling plates and fresh tacos to unbeatable lunch specials every day. Plus, join the Blitz live this Thursday, May 21st. See you there.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
All right, it's the news of the day. The Western Conference Finals begin tonight. The Spurs taking on the Thunder for a chance to go to the NBA Finals. Game 1 in Oklahoma City tonight. Tip-off set for 7:30 will be televised on NBC and streaming on Peacock. The Crypt Keeper Aaron Rodgers is returning to Pittsburgh. He and the Steelers agreed on a one-year deal worth up to $25 million.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is game day, San Antonio. We're going to be doing that coming up later, brought to you by Vision Source, but we're doing it all day because it is. And it's a huge one tonight. Game 1 of the Western Conference Final, Spurs at Oklahoma City taking on the Thunder. I'm Joe. He's Jason. Thanks for joining us here on this Monday afternoon. It is a mellow Monday, too, by the way.
So we got a $50 gift card we'll give away between now and 6 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
For you to enjoy some great mellow mushrooms.
Absolutely. The pizza's fantastic.
It's funny when you start talking food and the various comments that you get.
Yeah.
Now, go vote in the poll on the YouTube page through sasportstar.com. The back and forth, blah, all of that's there. And, yeah, it's fast food barbecue. And somebody wrote on there, what do you expect from a fast food restaurant? Good food, right? I mean, now, again, barbecue, there are places like Smoky Mo's that has fantastic barbecue in, single location. They have a drive-through. And I think the biggest difference there is each location has their own pit. So not a commercial kitchen. And, again, nothing wrong with a commercial kitchen, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But you do expect good food from fast food places, or at least okay food.
Sure.
Right? And then some. I got told about another chicken place that I'd never even heard of.
Really?
Although they've got weird hours. I'm guessing this might be a food truck, something called Fried Hard. Dude's telling me these are the best wings that there are.
Really? Wings?
Memphis-style wings made with love. Late night, 21 plus. Inside some bar downtown. Wednesday through Sunday, Friday. It's down on Grayson.
What are Memphis-style wings?
See, that's what I need to find out. I don't know.
Interesting. Huh. Well.
It's veteran-owned, but looking at his Instagram page and the way they're saucing those wings, I mean, they look damn good. And I trust the guy that is recommending them. So, that is something else that you got to try.
I suppose so. Down on Grayson, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Huh.
See, KC on YouTube says the H-E-B True Texas Barbecue is good for fast food barbecue.
Now, I've never had that, I don't think. Some new H-E-Bs have a barbecue place inside, right?
Yep.
Where they're selling that stuff. So, interesting stuff. I don't know. I mean, good barbecue is one of those things. If you like it, you like it. If a spot, if you don't, well, you don't.
Well, that's it. Unknown 190 says nothing beats Wayne's wings.
Huh.
Wayne's wings are great.
Yeah.
But you got to have like an hour and a half. Remember we went over there for lunch one day and it was at some point we got to leave to go do our show.
That's true.
The lady told us about 15 minutes about 3 times. How about another 15 minutes? Like,
yeah, they were delicious, yes.
But worth the wait.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, burnt bean is fantastic, but you have 3 hours to wait in line.
Right, exactly. You got to plan a day trip for some of these places.
You have 8 minutes to go sit on the bench and do nothing after you dap up the Spurs in the middle of the game.
Well, to me, I don't understand it, and I really don't. And Ant had an explanation for it. I mean, he talked about it.
I mean, at that point, you ain't going back in, so you're just trying to get them the respect they deserve. So, yeah.
Now, you can't get them respect they deserve after the game?
Listening to some of the guys that were on with Greeny this morning on Get Up, that was more because he was so pissed off at his teammates he wanted their reaction. You're right. He could have waited till the end, but he knew he wasn't going back in, and he was mad that he has no help. And maybe he just realized, you know what? I've been to the Western Conference Finals 2 years in a row, and I'm supposed to be next. And now you guys are here. And Oklahoma City's not going anywhere. And Dallas is likely to get really good soon. Has the window closed on that Minnesota team? For a guy like Anthony Edwards, who is still really, really young, did he miss his opportunity to go get a ring? I thought it was weird, but the game was over.
I know it was over, but it wasn't over. You know what I'm talking about. I just don't see it. I've never seen a guy go over there with 8 minutes left to play in a game. But again, it was Chris Finch who raised the white flag.
Yep.
Because he pulled everybody, and Ant knew he wasn't getting back in the game. So I kind of understand his reasoning, but to me, that's just it's just something you don't do.
It was weird, but I think his explanation, take him at his word, man. He wasn't going back in. You guys kicked our ass. Congrats, go get it. They tried to use on TV this morning a similar example from LeBron James when he was getting swept by Golden State in the finals. 4 minutes he gets pulled, but he just kind of, dapped up everybody that was on the floor. He didn't go to the other bench. Again, it was weird. I don't know that I've ever seen like that before.
I haven't.
But for him to say, dude, I wanted to make sure they got the respect, but some of those on the panel this morning that played in the NBA were saying, that was more of a message to his teammates.
Well, that's interesting, and I hadn't heard that commentary about that, and maybe it is. Because look, I mean, we all watched that series. Julius Randle was terrible. He was awful. DiVincenzo not being there hurt Minnesota. Yeah. I don't think they beat San Antonio anyway, but I think they're certainly more competitive with DiVincenzo in there. So that hurt them. I did hear today from an NBA type that Minnesota, that Randall's probably gone. There's a good chance the soft Frenchie's gone, and so they're going to rebuild with behind obviously Ant and Naz Reid. And was it McDaniels and those guys? And so we'll see what they do and add. But I mean, you can't look if you're Minnesota. Yeah, you're disappointed you didn't get to the finals, but they've been to the Western Conference Finals 2 years in a row, and so you have to say they've been a successful franchise here lately.
Oh, no, there's no doubt. But is their window now closed? I mean, when you look, San Antonio is ahead of schedule, being in the Western Conference Finals. The Mavericks, with their young talent, they're going to be in the mix. Although it does feel like the next 5, 6, 7 years is going to be Spurs and Thunder.
It looks that way.
And at the beginning of this year, nobody thought San Antonio would be in the mix. If you're Minnesota and you look at the way the last 2 seasons ended and you haven't taken that next step and you get just hammered the way they did. In 3 of the 4 Spurs wins, they were blowouts.
Uh-huh.
And so in the 2 wins that they did get in the series, San Antonio had the opportunity to win both of those. I mean, and so it was weird, but and it happened Friday night. The fact that we're still talking about it on Monday, maybe it's a bigger deal than I thought. I thought it was a bit of a surprise that was a topic this morning on TV. Kind of surprised it's a topic on this show, but because you don't see that. Although we've seen football games where, now again, not going over to the other bench, but late in games of a 3 or 4 touchdown beatdown, you'll see guys that are getting pulled and dap up the opponent on the other way as a sign of respect. His answer to me was as honest as you could get. When he was asked about it, yeah, man, I just show him the proper respect. To me, he should be applauded for that. As much unsportsmanlike as we talk about for so many different players, you guys kicked our ass, man. Congrats, good luck, go get it.
I suppose, but is that disrespect to the guys that have to go out there? Even though you're not going to win the game, but I mean, there's still 8 minutes to play. And I know it was out of hand, and Finch had called off the dogs, and it was over. But I just never seen that. I'm not mad about it in any form or fashion. I mean, whatever. But it's just weird that he did that. And hearing the explanation you heard, I didn't see that this morning. The fact that, he was pissed at his teammates, okay, I get that. And I don't blame him. I honestly do not blame him because nobody showed up but him.
Well, and like Randall, I mean, they showed like 25 clips of him. You got the guy on the ball, and then you're swaying. And, it's like he was afraid of the ball.
Yeah.
Right? And so maybe it was a little bit more for those guys.
Could have been.
You're paying the respect, but, dude, this is how a team plays together, these guys right here. And Anthony Edwards doesn't clearly have that.
Well, no, he does not. We're going to take a break. A lot more Spurs basketball talk. We're going to see this here. They're having a watch party inside the Frost Bank Center for games 1 and 2. It doesn't say how you get a ticket, but a ticket is required for entry.
Go to their website. I'm sure if you show up, they'll let you in.
Well, that's kind of cool, when you see shots of a full arena and they're watching, the team play out of town. That's kind of a cool deal.
Are they doing T-shirts too?
I doubt it.
Well, you can go and get one.
Dude, I don't know if you saw The Rock on Friday night. What a massive crowd out there.
Dude, it's just fun to be back in the playoffs.
Boy, it is, and everybody's is just thrilled about it. And along with the two guys talking here on the radio this afternoon, we're happy that you are all along with us because it is a big day today. No doubt about it. Spurs, Western Conference Finals. We haven't said that in a long, long time, but we're saying it now. We got a lot more of it to say as well right here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you're having any issues at your house with your plumbing, your AC, there is one company to call, and that is Quartermoon Plumbing, Heating, and AC. 210-651-5899, 651-5899. At Quartermoon, they are experts at worst-case scenarios, and obviously, if you're having an emergency situation, they are the best. They also have great maintenance plans. In fact, they have developed one because it was needed. They call it their Breathe Easy package because if your house is smelling a little off, that could actually be your AC. So their Breathe Easy package, they want to clean that funk out of your system. They'll deep clean your blower motor, blower wheel, and AC housing, clean the coil, disinfect the inside of your AC cabinet, and then they put in a UV light to zap bacteria and other nasty stuff that's there in your unit. You're going to get cleaner air, a fresher home, and an AC system that smells like it should. So if your house has been smelling a little off, call Quartermoon. They'll get you taken care of. Emergency situation. Call 210-651-5899, 651-5899, or online at quartermoonplumbing.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
From the people who brought you It's the Dog Park comes.
It's a hot spot on your dog's leg that the internet says you can treat it at home. You're not sure though, because now it's oozing.
Protect your dog from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Ooh, he's licking it. Super gross, dude.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms.
If Twisted Tea was your best friend, they'd start a dance party in the supermarket that turns into a pool party at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea is smooth, refreshing, and always fun. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off.
Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle, all the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water softener from Connecticut. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams sale and get 30% off Duration, Woodscapes, and Superdeck products May 1st through the 11th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Find exactly what you are and aren't looking for. It's JCPenney's Memorial Day sale, and you'll save an extra 25% off with coupon on all your summer essentials. Yes, JCPenney. Valid 5/18 through 5/25. Exclusions apply.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, Game 1 between the Spurs and the Thunder. Are we looking up or are we running away?
East Coast gets going as well. Can the Knicks take care of business? We'll talk about it all. But you got to get here early. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Little over 3 hours away, tip-off. But who's counting, right? Come on.
It is 4:20.
Oh, sure is. 7:30 tonight, Oklahoma City on NBC. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. I'm Joe Reinagle. He's Jason Minix. This is the Blitz. I haven't seen this much excited. The boss just came in here, and he was even like, man, what's going to happen?
You know, I'm the excitement level is all over the place. And the hope, as we sit here 3 hours before Game 1, that this series lives up to the excitement level.
No doubt.
That it lives up to the expectation. And most people, most sane people, see this as a series that will go 6 or 7. And I think we would all be surprised if it was a shorter series.
Be shocked.
Either way, whether it's the Spurs or the Thunder winning. Now, the idea, I mean, in our poll, you know, and sometimes our poll questions are very skewed. Although we have a smart audience here in the afternoons on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Because you can vote in our poll, well over 200 votes at this point. Call your shot. Spurs in 4 or 5, Thunder in 4 or 5, Spurs in 6 or 7, Thunder in 6 or 7. 21% of you have the Thunder winning the series. 14 in 6 or 7. Only 7 in 4 or 5. Only 12% of Spurs fans say 4 or 5. So 19%, which combined, thinks this series will only go 4 or 5 games.
Realistic, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think 66% of you picking the Spurs in 6 or 7.
I see that.
I've got the Spurs in 6 because I do think if it goes 7, Oklahoma City wins. And as I've said for months, who's going to beat this Spurs team 4 times? Same time, who's going to beat Oklahoma City 4 times, which is why I think we're setting up for one of those great series that we'll talk about for years and years and years and years. I think most of these games are going to be close, which if it is a short series, I think back, painful memory, but remember when the Astros played the White Sox in the World Series and they got swept?
Yes.
But every game was like one run.
Uh-huh.
It was such a it could be something like that where it just comes down to who gets that last shot or what happens in the last couple of minutes. And that's, to me, the only way somebody wins a series in 4 or 5 games, whether it's the Thunder or the Spurs, is a tight game that was won in the final 2 minutes.
I could see a lot of these games going final 2 minutes. I thought Minnesota would play San Antonio a little tougher as well. In fact, when we left here on Friday, I thought that Game 6 would be – I thought the Spurs would win it, but I thought it would be a tight game all the way through, and obviously it turned out it wasn't. So it's interesting that I think this series, just because of the depth of both teams, just because of the athleticism of both teams, the Thunder getting Jalen Williams back is huge for them. That's a piece that they desperately need. I just think these teams are evenly matched. I really do, and that's why I believe it is going to be a great series. I picked OKC in 7. I only did that for you, San Antonio. I only did that for you because, I mean, all these talking heads.
Do you feel better?
Well, I did. All these talking heads out there are, picking the Spurs, and I think that's a big jinx. So I'm going to put my jinx on OKC while the national media types are putting the jinx on the Spurs.
Now you say that. Let me ask you this, something you just said a minute ago.
Uh-huh.
We all thought the Minnesota series was going to be a better series.
I did.
In 3 of the Spurs' 4 wins, it was like blowouts, 30 points.
Mm-hmm.
Is that because the Spurs are better than we think they are? I mean, or Minnesota's not. This Spurs team is better than any of us thought they were when the season started. But when you see what they did to Minnesota, when they're playing, when those guys are all on, and you saw what it was like in Game 1 when Wemby and Fox were both off offensively, and the Spurs still had a chance to win that. Is this Spurs team just far better than what we realize?
I think they are.
And because of that, is that why so many of the national media are picking the Spurs? Because they don't have the dog in the fight. They didn't live through the last several crappy years the way we have. And so some of us are still a little cautious, toe in the water, and trying to say out loud how good we really think this Spurs team is.
Well, I think, and to everybody's defense that thought that, I think it's because of the inexperience and the youth of this team. And we all thought that would be a detriment to this Spurs team. Will it be in this series against Oklahoma City? Because, look, Oklahoma City's been there, done that. They got a championship under their belt just from last year. And they've been to the finals before, Western Conference Finals, and they lost. And it was then that catapulted them to do what they're doing now. So, it's going to be interesting to see. I think the Spurs team is better. I think, especially with the emergence of a Dylan Harper, who killed Minnesota. He absolutely killed Minnesota. And so I think that was a huge key. I think Steph Castle has turned into a super pro on both ends of the floor. He's just been fantastic. And but again, OKC's got those players too. And that's the thing, and that's why I say I think this series is evenly matched. And it may come down to a loud Spurs crowd in games 3 and 4, which I seriously expect the Oklahoma City crowd tonight is going to be absolutely nuts because everybody's looking forward to this thing. And I think it will come down to final shots, who's getting hot from the outside, what role players are taking care of business. Wemby and SGA are going to do their thing. So what role players on both teams are going to come back and support one of those two guys? And I think from night to night, whoever does that the best, obviously, as simple as that sounds, is going to win that game.
210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. I just made it. This is going to be a long series. 6 or 7?
I think so.
Josh says Spurs in 5. How much have you had to drink today, Josh? You're on the Blitz.
I've had a couple glasses of sunshine and happiness. Great things to have. But let's just say I think the Spurs win in 5. I think this Minnesota series was something that really helped out this team and made them learn how to play a physical style of basketball. And I think with SGA, who is going to get foul calls, I think they all know if he's going to get the foul call, let's make sure not to do those ticky-tack fouls on him. Let's make him earn those 2 free throws that he's going to have to go.
On him. They're all ticky-tack, Josh.
Right.
Come on.
But I'm just saying, they're going to try to make him earn it. And I think this defense can hold up. Wemby's going to now have to watch SGA get the MVP award right in front of him. You know how pissed he is that SGA got it. And a pissed Wemby playing in OKC, he's going to make all those OKC fans go back home and have to cry to their cousins/wives and tell them that they just watched their team get annihilated by Wemby. And then Wemby's going to come back, probably losing game 2, then come back to San Antonio 3-4, dominated because he loves the big booty Latinas, and we all saw that video, so we all know what we're talking about. And then come in game 5, he's just going to dominate again and beat them in OKC, and then they're going to, again, have to go back to their cousins/wives and just tell them what a miserable life they have with OKC. But a beautiful arena, or a beautiful sports area, which hopefully San Antonio has downtown here soon. Let's please not stop that, Gino Ortiz. Thank you, guys. Love you. Minix, happy to see you back, brother. You're in our prayers, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks, Josh.
All right, dude.
The majority of that call.
Let me. My head just exploded silently.
Silent but deadly.
Chris Broussard. All right, on his show, whatever his show is. This is an absolute must-win for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Game 1 is a must-win, Chris? Are you kidding me?
Well,
dude, I don't even – that's just the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever heard.
He's just got to quit that.
An absolute must-win.
This is an absolute must-win for the Oklahoma City Thunder because he says the Spurs would gain a psychological edge if they steal Game 1.
All right, and if Oklahoma City wins, won't they have the psychological edge?
I just
what, Ryan Nagel? Come on,
it's Game 1. Is it not a best of 7?
It is,
or is it just one game for all the marbles?
But I think tonight's a huge game for San Antonio. Dare I say? I mean, it's a must-win for San Antonio as the road team to go in there and set the tone.
I don't understand.
Take advantage of the rust that Oklahoma City might have since, they had a preseason tilt there with the Lakers and whoever they played in the first round. They have yet to be tested. I hope their practices have been harder. If anybody is facing a must-win, Broussard, it is the San Antonio Spurs. But no, everybody wants to set the tone. Now that's dumb. You're right. Your head should explode out loud.
Well, it just did. Chris Broussard is much better than that. An absolute must-win. Please.
Guys, please be quiet.
It's unbelievable. Unreal. Again, they got a sports show and they got a.
Well, and again, I know you don't like the term "must-win" because you carry around your Webster's
certainly
dictionary.
Not in Game 1.
Well, game 1 sets the tone.
Jeez, please.
Game 1 sets the tone.
Well, it didn't set the tone against Minnesota, did it?
It woke the Spurs up.
What if that happens, Chris Broussard? What if the Spurs win tonight and it wakes up Oklahoma City?
He also knows there's a ticklish little pitch coming up.
Dude, it's just ridiculous. Chris, I got a lot of respect for Chris Broussard.
Do you?
Except for that goofy statement. That's about as goofy as it gets.
Win.
Absolute must win. Wow. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable.
Here we go.
All right, we got a lot of folks on the phone call. Leonard and Arnold, hang there. We do see you. We'll get to your phone calls when we continue here. If you want to call, you can get in line as well. 656-3776, 656-ESPN. Call your shot. Tell us why the Spurs are going to win this series or Oklahoma City is going to win this series. We'll listen to you. We may not agree, but we'll listen. This is the Blitz.
Call it a must-win.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Get over to Sammy's and get you a T-shirt made that says "must-win" with a graphic of Ryan Eagle's head exploding. Sam would be able to do that for you. You could also make you a shirt that says "We just don't know." Whatever you need, logo-wise, gear-wise, promotional items-wise, Sammy's Embroidery and Printing on San Pedro. If you need T-shirts, screen printed, Sam will get you taken care of. If you need your logo on a nice golf shirt, a dress shirt, a fishing shirt, Sam has all the big name brands: North Face, Eddie Bauer, Nike, Adidas, Travis Mathew, Under Armour, Port Authority. He even now carries a full line of Tommy Bahama. Sam has over 25,000 caps and more than 75 color combinations on display in his showroom. And, of course, he's got all the popular cap brands like the Richardson 112-style trucker caps, Katie caps, Nike, Cap America, to name a few, in stock, waiting for your logo. Over 700 uniform lines to choose from, all kinds of industries. And if you do run a business, Sam does so much more than just uniforms. His new sign shop does signs, banners, flags, car magnets, vehicle wraps, window decals, and so much more. Sammy's Embroidery and Printing. Nobody has better prices. He's the only company in Texas with one-day turnaround. No order too big, certainly no order too small. Call 210-824-3900, 824-3900, or go by that massive showroom on San Pedro, 1 mile inside Loop 410, across from the McDonald's, or check the website, samsembroidery.com, for Sammy's Embroidery Club.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a hospitality manager at a 5-star hotel.
So I just checked into room 318, but someone was in there.
Room 318. Oh, you were supposed to be booked in 813, which is now booked.
So what do we do?
How about rock, paper, scissors for who gets the bed?
This is a job for Sponsored Jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed Sponsored Jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
I love days like these at the pool, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. I'm ready to make a splash with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza. Skyrizi is a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. At 4 months, most people saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe, and many were even 100% plaque-free. People also saw significant improvement in psoriasis symptoms of pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now there's nothing on my skin thanks to Skyrizi, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Upgrade your truck without breaking the bank at NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse. Buy the Rough Country 3-panel hard-folding truck bed cover starting at $6.99. Get weather protection, added security, and durability for all of life's gear. A sleek upgrade custom look for just $6.99 is a quick install away. With NAW and Rough Country truck bed covers, skip the big box hassle. Shop local and get expert advice from NAW today. 3027 Culebra Road. Family operated, community driven since 1978.
Some people reach a line and stop. Some hit a wall and turn around. Then there are the ones who cross the line, climb the wall, face obstacles, and turn them to their advantage. That's where we come in. We're the Next Rodeo. We design bold marketing that drives real growth. A creative partner for businesses ready to push forward beyond what's expected. The Next Rodeo. Learn more at thenextrodeo.com.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
San Antonio, Tamalitos Restaurant is now open on 11210 Nacogdoches Road. Stop in for authentic Mexican food and unbeatable lunch specials every day. Plus, join the Blitz Live Thursday, May 21st for your chance to score Texas Rangers tickets. See you there.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the morning huddles. Rangers double dinger payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Hey, make your plans now to join Jason and I. We're going to be broadcasting live from Tomatillo's newest location at 11210 Nacogdoches Road, 2 to 6 on Thursday afternoon. We'll be reacting to Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. You can register to win great prizes like Rangers jerseys, T-shirts, and much more. It's this Thursday at Tomatillo's newest location, 11210 Nacogdoches Road.
We had lunch there the other day.
We did.
Well, did you get some? Did Alex bring you tacos? I went with Alex.
Oh, you went with Alex?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get any of that.
You didn't get any
I've
of that?
been to Tomatillo's before.
Yes.
I'm a little bitter that, you or Alex didn't bring Pledge and I some tacos.
I had tacos.
Why didn't you bring us some? You could have ordered some to go.
I could have.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I know you didn't. We were probably famished that day.
What day have you ever been famished?
Never. I don't let it get that far.
Good stuff.
Every day.
Oh, shut up, Pledge. Come on.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, well, come on out and see us at Tomatillo's on Nacogdoches Road on Thursday.
What are your keys to this series? What are, the role players? I mean, obviously, SGA and Wemby getting all the headlines and the attention as they should, but you just look at all the other matchups in the call your shots, and I love your head exploding for the must win. And Fred says Spurs have 8 more must wins. Eagle fan said you must win 4 of them.
Yes, that's true. So if you lose one, guess what? The series continues. Absolute must win, Chris. Come on.
You think I'm an idiot?
Absolute must win. Chris Broussard.
Absolute.
On national television said that.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
I hope somebody corrected him on it, whoever else is on that show. Absolute must win.
210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Leonard, you're on the Blitz. What's up, man?
What's up, boys? How you doing?
Good.
I just think it's simple, right? I think there's going to be 2 key factors. One is Fox has to have a big game. He has to have big games every night. Not like the last series, he needs to put extra pressure. The other thing is to match SGA, I think Steph Castle has to be that dog that has to be driving, getting to the hoop, and getting the plus ones. That'll maybe equalize a little bit of what SGA gets as far as calls, because I think the referees are going to be pushed to call fouls. So, that's just my key. It could be anybody's game. I just hope it's ours, and we continue to go honking every night. Go Spurs, go. I'm out.
All right. Thanks for the phone call, Leonard. Appreciate that. Again, SGA, he's going to do what he does. He needs some help. He needs somebody else. And there's potential people there, just like Wemby's got.
And the reality, SGA, by his standards, didn't have the greatest of series against the Lakers.
This is true.
But his teammates stepped up, but they were also playing a very shorthanded Lakers team. They barely broke a sweat in that series. Hell, they haven't broken a sweat, really, in this postseason. But even SGA, when winning Wemby's award last night, called the MVP, was asked and talked a little bit about the Spurs matchup.
Yeah, obviously a really good team.
they've been right behind us, I feel like, all year. So we obviously don't take them in the slightest. They're a really good team. To make it this far, you have to be really good. And for us, it's about us just playing our brand of basketball, doing it at the highest level. And for as long as we can do that, we'll live with the results. And that's what it's about for us.
That's interesting. We'll live with the results as long as you go out there and do your best. And I get that.
And with proper respect, I mean, I'm just curious how much Wemby watching him get that trophy tonight will motivate Wemby. I mean, we had a caller to the show after Wemby was asked about his MVP candidacy. And the caller said, because he tweeted us a clip of it over the weekend, as a reminder that he called this way back then, Eloy, that Wemby will use it as motivation. And I'm thinking at this point in the playoffs, Wemby doesn't need any extra motivation, but he is one of the more competitive dudes on planet Earth or wherever he's from. And he will use it as fuel. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Back to the phones. Arnold, you're on the Blitz. What's up, man?
Yeah, I'd like to make a comment. I think that champagne is the key. If y'all remember, Kerr and Ori gave us championships because they were pure shooters, and if he doesn't come through, I'm afraid that the series might be a long one. Thank you.
I appreciate the phone call.
Appreciate it.
Nice.
I mean, you make it to the Western Conference Finals, and at some point you learn how to say somebody's name.
Well, I mean, champagne might be important.
Well, I mean, it will be probably after 8 more wins.
Probably will be important. I understand what he means. Look, Julian Champagnie has got to if he's hitting shots, if he gets hot, then that's a problem for OKC. There's no question about it. And he's a guy that can. He's also a guy that can go cold at times. So, again, it's those role players that we're talking about. And I think that is the key to this series. There are a lot of role players on both teams. A lot of role players. And which one of those guys is going to step up? Which one of those guys at night after night? And I think it could be somebody different in every game, depending on who you're looking at.
Although you look at Julian, and I saw a clip earlier. I'm trying to remember who said it, and I apologize for not giving him proper credit. But he said that was the move of the year for Mitch Johnson, is replacing Harrison Barnes in the starting lineup with Julian Champagnie. And if I remember correctly, Harrison was struggling. But that's been a solid move by Mitch Johnson. But you're right, Julian has to be able to knock down shots. But like so many Spurs shooters, which is why at the deadline you go find that sniper, and they didn't. You know, when he's on, it was like when Wemby's knocking down threes, man, you don't mind him taking so many. But when he's missing a whole bunch of them, it's like, dude, you're 7'8", just get down there and just put the ball in. Some of these guys, and I know it's a part of the offense, but nothing drives me worse than jacking up a 3 early in the shot clock, man. When they miss. And it's like everything else. If the Spurs are knocking down threes and their percentage is in the high 30s, they're going to win games. When it's in the 20s, they're not going to win games. It's almost as simple as that.
Well, yeah, it is. It's a simple game. And Greg Popovich used to say that all the time.
Yeah.
A game of mistakes, but it's a simple game. You make baskets and prevent the other team from making theirs.
I mean, let's face it. We've all seen Oklahoma City play enough. We all understand how the Spurs like to play. The corner three is going to be the most crucial shot for both teams in this series.
Absolutely.
I mean, bottom line.
Yeah. I agree with that. And again, both teams have three-point shooters. This is different than the Minnesota series where Minnesota did not. Oklahoma City has three-point shooters. Obviously, the Spurs have them as well. Who's the hottest team? I mean, it could be that simple in this series because I do believe they're evenly matched. And it's just who steps up, who's that role player, and who gets it done. I mean, it's obviously, duh, but I mean, it's just that simple with these two quality teams like we've got going against each other in this next series. It's not gonna come down to SGA and Wemby entirely. It's going to be SGA and it's going to be Wemby And that's just the way it is because those two guys are going to get theirs. But who else steps up and helps them?
Well, and you look at, defensively, Steph Castle has to stay out of foul trouble.
Yes.
Has to, which tells me that Mitch is going to have a variety of people as the primary defender on SGA. Then you look at a guy like De'Aaron Fox. He has got to be able to, he's got to show up every night. He can't have a game one like he did against Minnesota. I mean, this is a reason why you made the trade for him. He's the next best guy. He's got to start the offense. I'll go back to what Mitch Johnson said earlier in this postseason when he said, I didn't have to challenge De'Aaron. I just reminded him that he doesn't have to wait until the last 4 minutes to try to take over a game. He sets the tone, and he's going to have to set the tone and play like a superstar from the opening tip in this series. I think if De'Aaron Fox struggles, and I am a little worried about his ankle, but if he is struggling, and if he's not hitting shots, he better be getting assists and setting up the offense, setting the tone. Because it is, I mean, everybody misses shots, but he can't struggle completely. And the other thing is the lazy turnovers, because Oklahoma City can turn you over.
They'll make you pay.
And so the lazy, sloppy turnovers, the Spurs certainly have to limit that.
No doubt. And De'Aaron Fox, by the way, and you heard Jason just mention his ankle, he is listed as questionable tonight, as is Luke Cornett. Both of those guys listed as questionable. Both of them were at shoot-around today, and neither one of them looked like they were having any trouble getting around. So I fully expect both of those guys to be available tonight. Jalen Williams for the OKC Thunder hasn't played since April 22nd. Has been out with a hamstring injury. He is available tonight. Now, I don't know how much that will, how much he'll be played or if there are minute restriction or whatever the case may be. I would highly doubt it. If he's available, he's going to play. But that's huge for Oklahoma City. They've missed that guy, and he's a hell of a ball player.
And again, you look at like a Dylan Harper. You're in the Western Conference Finals. Do we still call him a rookie?
No.
But again, here's a guy who's had a bit of a coming out party this postseason.
He has.
That has to continue. He's got to continue making big-time plays. What's he shooting, 56% right now in the postseason?
It's incredible.
I mean,
just the athleticism, though, of that young man is incredible. He's as athletic as anybody, and he showed that against Minnesota. So, yeah, he's a star in the making, without a doubt.
Cannot wait. Just got sidetracked by something I saw on Twitter.
What'd you see?
Mark Furman passed away.
Oh, the
detective from O.J.
Simpson?
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder how old that dude was.
Well,
Does it say?
I could kick on the
74.
74.
Well, that's not very old. The hell happened to him? Come on. Wow.
Let's see. Doesn't say. He had throat cancer.
Oh.
Diagnosed last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Throat cancer. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, that was he was one of the characters in that whole soap opera that played out back in what was that 90 something?
4?
It was the last time I was here at the station. I'll never forget listening to the chase the Bronco as I was headed from this radio station to the dirt track. It was a Friday, and I used to do dirt track announcing. And so I was listening to that whole chase on my way out there.
I was working at KZAP 104 at the time.
Oh, wow.
104.5. And I'm trying to remember who was playing that night. It was a basketball game.
Yeah, it was Rockets-Knicks, game 5 of the NBA Finals.
Wow. Interesting.
Huh. They interrupted it.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's. I'm still amazed that all those people found their way to the highway without Twitter.
I know.
All right. How did we survive before social media? But how did all those people in Los Angeles know to get to that highway and have stuff ready to go?
I guess you did it the old-fashioned way, right? Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
I suppose,
Because even cell phones weren't like a big thing back
No,
then.
they weren't.
Not everybody had them.
I don't know, man. That's interesting. But that whole thing, dude, you talk about people being non-productive during that whole trial. I think that might have been one of the most watched things there was on TV at the time.
Absolutely. It's just...
Birth of reality TV.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very true. And it was fascinating watching that stuff. It really was. I don't know. Interesting stuff.
If it doesn't fit, you must have quit. Because he's the one that found the glove, if I remember correctly, right?
Who, Furman?
Yeah.
I don't know. Or that goofball surfer that was, what was his name?
Cato Caleb.
Yeah, that guy.
He didn't find the glove. He was just living there.
Yeah, that guy.
Doing what whatever happened to that guy? He's still around?
I don't know, but he was a goof. That guy, man, he really was. He was the comedy relief in that whole thing. That's for sure. Hey, we got a Mellow Mushroom. It's a Mellow Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we give away $50 to Mellow Mushroom?
Let's do it.
Why not? It's as good a time as any to do that. What are we thinking? Let's see. It's it's game 1 of the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, but it's a 7-game series.
We can't let Pledge off with a 1.
No. And I'm saying Spurs in 6. So let's go caller 6 right now. You win yourself a nice gift card to Mellow Mushroom.
6563776, 656-ESPN. Caller number 6, you get a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, injuries happen, and when they do, you can skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains, conveniently located in the Corey area with extended hours Monday through Saturday. They have on-site x-ray casting and bracing. In fact, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, but best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. So if you're injured, get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic. Learn more online at tsaog.com. That's tsaog.com.
You're locked on the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons 2 to 6. KTFM Floresville. And everywhere at sasportstar.com.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11, great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. it finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com. Oh, I'm ready! And get ready for the workday.
Hello.
I didn't make it into medical school, Dad.
Huh?
I didn't have an A in all my subjects, so I can't get in.
What do you mean, all these years I supported you, all the money I poured into your education, you don't get all A's? What was your bad subject? Chemistry, physiology, what?
No, Dad, spelling.
Spelling?
Yeah.
What, was it some funny microorganisms you couldn't spell or what?
No, Kinetico.
Kinetico?
Yeah.
You mean the water conditioner that uses no electricity? Are you kidding? Everybody knows how to spell Kinetico.
Not me.
Everybody knows Kinetico is the water conditioning company that revolutionized the water industry.
Sorry, Dad.
Everybody knows that Kinetico is spelled Kinetico.
I thought the instructor said Connecticut.
Oh, son, you should have remembered kinetic as in kinetic energy with an O on the end. Kinetico. Kinetico. Spell it Kinetico.
The last water softener you'll ever own. Kinetico. SA.com.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Big night. It is game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. The Spurs in Oklahoma City. Well, they're going to play for the right to go to the NBA Finals. Game 1 is tonight. Tip-off is set for 7:30. It will be televised on NBC and streaming on Peacock. The Eastern Conference Finals are all set as well. The Cleveland Cavaliers earned their spot to meet up with the New York Knicks. Game 1 of that final series starts tomorrow at 7:30.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a game day Monday, a big game day Monday. Western Conference Finals Series begins tonight in Oklahoma City. And we are about 2.5 hours away from tip-off of a huge game, an absolute must-win game for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Stop it.
I'm Joe Reinagel. He is Jason Minix, at least according to some talking heads.
Chris Broussard. I'm Jason Minix, according to a lot of things. Paperwork.
Well, I'm talking about the absolute must-win.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Chris Broussard.
Yeah.
He
you didn't
said,
say it.
No.
You wouldn't be that dumb.
No. And we know you wouldn't say it.
I damn sure wouldn't say it.
You're good at math.
Because it's not true.
You can count to 4.
Absolute must-win game for the OK City Thunder. I'm curious. I mean, is it where we're doing this now? Is every game? So if Oklahoma City loses tonight, then obviously game 2 is a must-win.
Now, Joe, and you won't watch a second of it, but there is a huge game 7 in the hockey playoffs tonight.
Nice.
Is that a must-win?
That's a must-win.
Okay.
Yes.
Just
that's the true definition of every must-win.
How are you guys feeling? I see one of the comments right now on YouTube, Asylum Sicko. Bro, 2.5 hours, I'm going insane. As we get closer to game time, we started the show 3 hours ago, and there was excitement. Now we're getting close to game time. Inside that arena, the players are all there. They're starting their pregame warm-up. Are you, what's your feeling like now versus maybe a couple hours ago or when you woke up this morning? 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776 on Twitter, at Joe Reinagle 210. Tweet at me, at Jason Minix. If you're on YouTube, through sasportstar.com or search out San Antonio Sports Star once you get to YouTube, you can comment there and you can vote in our poll, which right now has 237 votes, for you to call your shot. Spurs in 4 and 5, in 4 or 5, Thunder in 4 or 5, Spurs in 6 or 7, Thunder in 6 or 7.
Spurs, yep, Spurs in 6 or 7 is leading the charge by a long shot. 67% of you say that. Second is Thunder in 6 or 7, 14%.
Comment from Eli, we're stealing game 1. Again, you look at this series, I think tonight is a very important game for the San Antonio Spurs, trying to set the tone for the series. We know they've got to get one. They can't come for game 3 Friday night here in San Antonio down 0-2, right? Because then you're looking at trying to win 4 out of 5. So the long layoff for Oklahoma City, can the San Antonio Spurs take advantage of whatever rust that potentially could be there? We saw Minnesota do that to San Antonio after a layoff after the Portland series.
Right.
They weren't as sharp. Has Oklahoma City, now granted, they're used to it, have they figured out how to handle time off better than the Spurs handled the time off between the Portland series and the Minnesota series?
Well, I think you can say, yes, we handled it. We did everything we could do, but until you get on the court, there's nothing like playing basketball games.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's hard to, recreate that on a practice floor. So I would assume they might be a little bit rusty tonight. I mean, it's been, 8-9 days since they dispatched to the Lakers?
I don't think they played a meaningful basketball game since the end of the regular season when they had some really big games to maintain that 1 seed.
Wow.
I mean, honestly.
Well,
do you remember who they played in the first round?
Phoenix.
Was it Phoenix?
It was Phoenix, yeah.
Again, they didn't break a sweat. They didn't really break a sweat in the second round against the Lakers.
Well, yeah, and they have had an easier road of it. Obviously, the Lakers were banged up. They didn't have 2 of their stars for most of that, although they got one back, and he didn't play like a star once he came back. But, yeah, how much of a difference is that going to make? And I think as this whole series and this story unfolds, it's going to be very interesting to see. Did that affect them? Was that too much rest? The easy path to the Western Conference Finals, does that make a difference? Are the Spurs in better shape because they have had some tough games? Portland gave them fits. I mean, let's face it, they won that series 4-1, yes, but Portland was tough on them. And Minnesota, well, in a couple of games they were tough.
Well, but they were physical throughout.
Sure.
And again, I know a lot of Spurs fans may be feeling very confident because the Spurs dominated this Oklahoma City team during the regular season. De'Aaron Fox was asked the other day if that really has any meaning now as you get ready for Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals.
I mean, you could take a bit from it, but, the playoffs is a different story, obviously. Even with this team that we just played against, I would say the regular season games were much different than they were in the playoffs. So, schematically, you can look at it and say, we want to do this the same or these things differently, but we'll get there. I think we'll get there tomorrow or the day before. So,
all right. So that's good. And you look at what San Antonio did to Minnesota in all the games that they blew them out. They got off to quick, fast starts, and that is a key. And I think it's going to go back to that in this series as well. The Spurs have to get off to a good start and try and get an early lead on these guys.
The idea, and again, wrapping up the series Friday night. Now you're starting a series on Monday. Not a lot of turnaround time, obviously. And really, we haven't had any reaction to what we saw Friday night, but it was such a dominant blowout. Whatever, man. Let's moving right on to Oklahoma City. I mean, Edwin put together all these cuts and everything. I don't know why he spent the time breaking down all the sound from Friday because it's here we are. I mean, it doesn't matter. They kicked their ass. It was incredible. And we're now at the matchup that everybody anticipated from probably late February, early March, because these have been the 2 best teams in the West all year. They've been on this collision course. I just hope this series lives up to the hype, the expectation of being one of those great series, one of those great heavyweight fights. And when I see people, including Joe Reinagel, picking Oklahoma City in 7, that's because of home court. And honestly, all these national types that are picking the Thunder in 7, they're giving them the edge because of home court in that final game, and maybe their experience in a big game like that. Now, you picked Oklahoma City in 7, just trying to reverse a jinx.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right, because I guess I've heard a few of the national media types pick Oklahoma City, but most of them are picking the Spurs, and most of them are picking the Spurs in 6. And so when I saw that, it kind of freaked me out a little bit. I was excited. I got up this morning. I was excited about this. It's game day. Here we go. Let's go. It's going to be a great show today. Everybody's going to be excited. And then I'm looking at Rick Bucher. I'm taking the Spurs in 6. I wouldn't have said that 3 months ago, but now I'm saying it's Spurs. And then Bill Simmons, Spurs in 6. And I'm going, that's the worst thing that could happen, because they're just jinxing the Spurs. And so I said, I gotta do something to reverse the jinx. So I picked OKC in 7.
So Bill Simmons, yeah. He likes the Spurs.
I think the Spurs are going to win, Zach. I just think they've caught lightning in a bottle, and this feels like 77 Blazers to me. I'm tired of thinking about the teams from the past and how you got to learn and take your lumps, and I just don't think it matters. They have a 7'7" guy who's out of control and a bunch of pit bulls, and they absolutely struck oil with this Dylan Harper thing. Like, this is, to get those 3 guys in back-to-back drafts, this is the kind of fluke you need to win a title when your best guys are 22, 21, and 20. And I think they're going to win.
Well, and I hope he's right. I absolutely hope he's right. I really do. Again, I just think that I don't really know how this series is going to play out. I think all of them, every game in this series, however many that happens to be, are going to be nail biters, and I just don't see any blowouts in this series whatsoever.
If you want to call your shot, it's easy to do. You can vote in the poll on YouTube. You can also dial us up, 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. John, you're on the Blitz.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, I got the Spurs in 6. Couple things. One is tonight, I think, is a perfect storm. Kind of reminds me when Akeem Olajuwon had to watch David get that MVP. I think it's just another, just firing up Wemby tonight to get him, just another thing under his arsenal to get him pissed off for tonight. And number 2, I think we're a matchup nightmare for these guys. We're the antidote for these guys. I mean, we got taller guards. We got a 3 tall guard set that can match up with their guards. And I like Luke Cornett coming off the bench also. When Wemby gets his rest, he's going to be a factor. But I got the Spurs in 6, man.
All right. Thanks for calling your shot, John. Appreciate that. And that makes sense. You don't want this thing to go to a 7th game back in OKC, because obviously anything can happen in that point in time. But if the Spurs are going to wrap this thing up, and I just wonder, how does that go? Do they steal a game in OKC and then win both at home? Oklahoma City wins at game 5, and then Spurs wrap it up? Is that how they get to 6?
I mean, if they get to 6 that way, yeah, that would be nice. That'd be lovely. I've got Spurs in 6. And I do think I think all these games are going to be relatively close. It's going to come down to the final 2 minutes. So for me, a guy like Steph Castle has to stay in the game. He cannot foul out with 4 or 5 minutes to go. And Mitch is going to have to manage that well. Mitch is also going to have to utilize his challenges smartly, which he has not yet done too much in the postseason. I've been more mad at Mitch for his use of challenges. Use those smartly.
Well, and the Steph Castle take that you just had is important, because he has been on SGA during the regular season. I'm assuming he's going to be on SGA for the majority of this game. And we all know that Shea can draw a foul.
Yep.
So it is important that Castle stays out of foul trouble. It's important because, look, Chet Holmgren is a flopper as well. It's important for Wemby to stay out of foul trouble. And I mean, that's going to be it's little things like that, Jason, that I think could turn this series one way or the other. Does somebody foul out of this game? Get the advantage at the free throw line. I mean, just that's how close I think this series is, and I think that it could come down to just little stupid things like that.
Well, and again, it's the little things. It's the, couple minute stretches here and there that could ultimately be the difference in the game. John, who just called in, brought up Wemby watching SGA get his MVP trophy tonight. Yeah. And Windhorst did this morning, showing video of, David Robinson winning and then Akeem kicking his ass. And then I see a guy like Claymore, who's a great loyal listener to this radio station, for the most part seemingly intelligent, with generally smart comments. But he said it's the most overrated take. Winning MVP or not has no bearing. And I disagree with Claymore on this. You're right. In the grand scheme of things, no, it doesn't matter. But Wemby looks for little extra things to create an edge. And Akeem has talked about how pissed off he was that he lost, and when he saw David Robinson getting something that he thought he should have earned, it gave them a little extra fire. These are incredible athletes that don't really need added motivation, but you go back and you think about Kobe Bryant and the Mamba mentality. That dude used to find things to get pissed off about, to be able to lock in a little bit more and go focus.
Well, he was a killer anyway.
Well, he was.
I mean, he was.
I mean, you say, well, you didn't really need to do that. But some of these athletes do find something just to create an edge. I was reading a deal the other day about how Peyton Manning would find out the girlfriends' names of some of the opponents and just bring stuff up at various times just to throw somebody off. Those mind games. And Wemby has talked about using different things as motivation. So how much of a bearing does it have? Who knows? But I don't know that it's a most overrated take, Claymore, who does not have a dog in the fight, because, like I said, he's smart about everything except for his choice, especially his choice in basketball teams.
He's a Dallas Mavericks fan. Look, if the difference to me and the Hakeem Robinson, they play the same position. They were going head-to-head.
Yeah.
SGA and Wemby are not. So I don't know how much it's going to matter in that respect, other than if it pisses Wemby off and he just plays well. He's attacking the basket, making his threes, and that kind of stuff. But he's not going head-to-head with SGA. And so I don't know. I don't know where I sit on that. I mean, we're going to watch the game and see. I expect Wemby to have a good game, but I would expect him to have a good game regardless.
Oh, again, there's a reason bulletin board material is out there. And you look, so-and-so said something. That's going to piss them up. Well, who really cares? Do you really need the extra motivation? But coaches, players use every bit of fuel they can to prepare for a game. And as open as Wemby was about wanting to win the award, when he was asked and he answered the state his case for winning MVP, it was very well said. He was asked for 3 points, and he gave 3 points, including one of the guys I'm competing with. I've kicked their ass. Our team has kicked their ass. So the bulletin board material is there. The motivation to go get what they have is there. If I'm walking into that arena and I see whatever decorations they have up of the trophy from last year, to me, that should be more motivating to Wemby, because he wants a Larry O'Brien trophy more than he wants that MVP trophy.
Well, and again, I mean, how Wemby didn't even finish second.
I know.
I mean, he finished third behind
really
the Joker.
Pissed off now.
And so,
bronze medal.
Yeah, maybe that does irritate him and piss him off. I don't know. I expect Wemby to have a good game anyway, regardless of the MVP trophy. Will it matter tonight because SGA got the MVP trophy? I don't know. I mean, what does it matter? 5 extra points, 6, 10? I mean, I don't know.
They're 6.5 underdogs. I'll take extra 10.
Well, perhaps. So you're taking the Spurs plus?
I might.
Is that what you're saying?
I might.
All right. Well, I'm glad, Minix. Call that shot, buddy.
Are you?
Get it out there.
You going to put some money on this thing?
I don't know. I've been staying away from Spurs games, gambling-wise.
Well, that's smart of you.
Well, no, it's not. Had I bet on the Spurs, I probably would have won a lot of money.
Well, not really, because you've thought all those games against Minnesota were going to be close, and you've already would have taken Minnesota in the points and lost your ass.
Well, I didn't do that, though, and that's
obviously,
the thing. So
you can afford lunch tomorrow.
Bill Miller cheeseburger?
I'd rather you buy lunch tomorrow than make a bet tonight.
Bill Miller cheeseburger? And fries.
I see somebody on
and a sweet
YouTube
tea.
thinks we need a beer bet on the series since you're taking the Thunder.
All right, why not? I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
Done.
I still am owed a beer from the last series.
Oh, from
it was
that caller?
a Portland series.
That caller? He hasn't. That was.
He actually called in. What was it, Pledge? Thursday or Friday?
Yeah.
Friday? Yeah. He didn't mention the beer, though.
He didn't?
No.
Same guy?
Yeah. He said he was the same guy.
And he didn't offer to buy you the beer?
No.
I mean, he made a bet with you, and he hasn't paid up on it?
Technically, I'm going to let him off the hook.
Why would you let him off the hook?
It wasn't really a bet.
I mean, he literally made a bet with you.
See, that's you and Pledge is your definition of bet. If we just talk about it, then it was a bet. See,
I bet you, and you said you're on.
We didn't
That's
agree.
A bet.
Oh, well, in this case, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, and I hope I'm wrong. If I got to buy beer to celebrate a Spurs trip to the NBA Finals, I'm fine.
You're going to be buying the beer anyway.
I'm fine with
Friday
it.
night, Rue Pub in Rockport. If you're going to the coast this weekend, so are we. The Blitz live Friday at the Rue Pub in Rockport.
Looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that. And just getting down to Rockport. It's been a while since I've been in Rockport.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah.
Work.
It's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Oh, Spurs all the time for the most part because, well, it's a huge game, and why not? And we will continue this. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Let me brag a little bit first, though, because, I've got a Connecticut quality water softener, and I love this thing. I really do. It may have been one of the best things that I've done. It just makes a difference. It is incredible how much of a difference it makes in my house for everything, whether you're talking about the washing machine, the dishwasher, the shower, all of the above. It is just a phenomenal product, and it's better than anything else that I have ever had. It truly is. And all the time, you're protecting those appliances, the washing machine, the dishwasher, all of it, and the pipes that you have in your house, because the hard water in San Antonio and South Texas is just unbelievably hard, that's for sure. And they've still got this deal going on where you buy a Connecticut quality water softener, you get a free reverse osmosis drinking station that they will install right there at your kitchen sink. What does that mean for you? It means bottled water without the bottle. That's exactly what it means. You just turn on the tap, you fill up a glass, and you've got refreshing water that is good for you. It's filtered. It's there. It's bottled water at your tap. It is a fantastic product and a fantastic bonus for getting something that is good for you and your family anyway. They still have the 0% interest as well for 12 months, so free money for 12 months. You can't go wrong. Get this done. Stop putting it off. Call Connecticut 656-PURE, 656-7873, or you can get them online at ConnecticutSA.com. And you know the jingle, sing it with me. It's the last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE, Connecticut.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, Game 1 between the Spurs and the Thunder. Are we looking up or are we running away?
East Coast gets going as well. Can the Knicks take care of business? We'll talk about it all. But you got to get here early. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Support comes from Amazon Business. You can't rely on guesswork to run your business. With Smart Business Buying, innovative AI tools optimize your purchasing experience, paired with delivery options built for business. Empower your team today. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Giving your liver a spring cleaning is easy with Active Liver from New Nordic, the delicious daily detox that will keep you feeling your best. Search for Active Liver by New Nordic on Amazon or pick up some at your local CVS, Wegmans, or GNC.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collision since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
The NFL schedule dropped and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, and scores to settle. All the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you can win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the entire season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase is necessary. See websites for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-550-8841. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-550-8841. That's 800-550-8841.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
San Antonio is Aggie country. This is Andrew Monaco, and you're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Looking at video from OKC. The Spurs arriving at the arena, getting ready for Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Tonight, 7:30-ish. Tip-off, probably about 7:37 or so, something like that. I'm Joe Reinagle. He's Jason Minix. This is The Blitz. It won't start right at 7:30.
No, it's on NBC.
Yeah.
All the games are on NBC here in the Western Conference Finals, but it's time for you to call your shot. Spurs in 4 or 5, Spurs in 6 or 7, Thunder in 4 or 5, Thunder in 6 or 7. Vote on our YouTube page. San Antonio Sports Star, just search it out on YouTube or sasportstar.com, and you can easily click on through. We make it easy for you. No surprise, Spurs winning these series is dominant. 67% say 6 or 7. 13 say Spurs win in 4 or 5. Thunder in 6 or 7 get 14%. Thunder in 4 or 5 get 7%. I am proud of you, Spurs fans or Blitz listeners, that 21% of you think Oklahoma City. I'm taking Spurs in 6. And I've said for months, who's going to beat this Spurs team 4 times? At the same time, I've also said who's going to beat Oklahoma City 4 times. And it's one of those series, I don't think, no matter which way you're thinking right now, 2 hours and change before the first game, whoever loses this series, I don't know that you'll be surprised. I don't know. I mean, you might be disappointed and surprised.
Yes.
If Oklahoma City wins this series, I'll be pissed. I'll be disappointed. I'll be angry and all those things. But I wouldn't be surprised. They're hella good. Same thing can be said for the San Antonio Spurs.
You're absolutely right. It's just one of those heavyweight fights. It really is, and that's what I'm expecting from this thing. I think they match up well. I mean, there are some differences, obviously, but I think both teams are deep. Both teams have shooters. Both teams can run a bunch of guys off the bench, and I just think, look, it's going to be one of those heavyweight fights.
We've got 251 votes on our poll right now. Man, I'd love to see that get over 300. So get to YouTube.
Wake the kids and phone the neighbors.
Absolutely. or just jump on YouTube and vote. And we've got a lot of Spurs coming up. Game night San Antonio brought to you by Vision Source. The SGA MVP getting a lot of run. Will that motivate Wemby? But you saw SGA yesterday gift his teammates some incredible stuff.
Yeah, he did.
He did. It looked like some golf bags and some really expensive watches and, of all things, trench coats. But you could tell that is a tight-knit team. The San Antonio Spurs have a very tight-knit team. Very, very cool group, the brotherhood that you see in both of those teams. And I would imagine if there was somebody that was having a wedding or a big event, that the teammates would all show up. You see that all the time. Cooper Beebe got married a couple weeks ago. Dak Prescott was there. A.J. Brown got married over the weekend. A.J. Currently with the Philadelphia Eagles, but probably not for long. Jalen Hurts didn't go to the wedding. Now, we don't know if Jalen Hurts was invited to the wedding, but according to TMZ, no current Eagle teammate was there. Former Eagle Darius Slay was there.
Well, I wonder if there were Patriots there.
I don't know if Diana Rossini was there to report on any of their. I kid.
Was Mike Vrabel there?
No. But what I find interesting, one, no teammates show up. Fancy wedding or some photos. Look like a lot of people. It's not like only friends and family were there. But Jalen Hurts, according to TMZ, is the godfather to A.J. Brown's child. They also have known each other since high school. In college, there was some recruitment going on, A.J. trying to get Jalen Hurts to Alabama. I mean, these guys used to be closer than, I mean, we've heard they've had a long relationship and good friends, but as I'm reading this, you know, they used to be really, really tight. I mean, you're the godfather, you're good friends. You don't go to the wedding?
Again, he didn't know if he was invited. I think they've had a falling out, I think. Does anybody like Jalen Hurts on that Philadelphia team?
I mean, does anybody like A.J. Brown?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, not one current teammate went to, is it being described as this lavish beachside ceremony?
Well, look, I think they all know he's gone. I don't think there's any question about that. It's just going to be a June 1st kind of thing, and so he's going to be a New England Patriot, and maybe everybody knows that, and they're starting to say, "Well, you're not one of us anymore."
Maybe. It's kind of weird to think about. Not one teammate showed up. Not one.
Not one.
I mean, you think about all the teammates that had to cancel their plans when Dak Prescott had to cancel his wedding.
They're probably pissed off about it.
I mean, if they didn't buy the trip insurance, I wonder if they still went on the trip if it was paid for.
Oh, I would have.
I mean,
why not?
Yeah. But did you see the rumors over the weekend that Dak was at an event with a
bridesmaid?
The bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Now they say there's nothing there.
Were there's friends with benefits? And when did this affair start? Was it?
Just they
Apparently
said
they've known each other since college.
Yeah. I mean, they said they're just friends.
Sure. With benefits.
You don't know what benefits are there. I mean, you can have a female friend that does not include benefits.
No, I get that, but I'm not an NFL quarterback either. If I was an NFL quarterback, had as much money as Dak Prescott, I'd probably have several female friends with benefits.
Well, again, and that explains why he doesn't have a fiancée anymore.
Exactly. That's very true. At least that's the rumor.
Stop it.
That's absolutely the rumor, Minix, and you know it. Oh, Dak. He was. I guess the Cowboys having a little voluntary thing at the Star in Frisco right now. Dak throwing passes to not George Pickens because he's not there, but throwing passes to somebody. But it's football season. A lot of teams started like voluntary OTAs today.
It's that time of year. Aaron Rodgers is on your TV right now. Is that from today or is that old footage?
I don't know. It is from today.
So he showed up for work.
Wow.
$25 million.
How about that?
He and Mike McCarthy trying to get on the same page.
Well, it's up to $25 million. So I'm assuming that contract is incentive laden.
Yeah, it's 22-23 with the ability to get to 25.
All right.
It's not bad money. I'm just curious how long before Aaron says something like,
play callers horse.
Yeah.
He's a bum.
Well, you are, Aaron.
Stop.
You are, buddy.
Stop.
Horrible.
Let's talk some Spurs.
It's
almost time.
It is game night, San Antonio, brought to you by Vision Source. We'll get you ready. Final stuff on what should be a great game one tonight in the Western Conference Finals. We're talking about it. We continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits one, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
You think a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt is the worst that could happen. A fine, an inconvenience, a little embarrassment. But then comes the crash. There are injuries, a hospital bed, the long road to recovery, the moments you'll miss. Suddenly, a ticket doesn't seem so bad. That ticket? That was nothing. Click it. Don't risk it. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hormones can affect everything. Bad skin, bad hair, low energy, poor sleep, brain fogginess, libido, and weight gain. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we take a functional approach to your hormone problems. Eating right and exercise will not be beneficial without optimal hormone function. This goes for men and women. We do state-of-the-art testing to get to the root of your hormone issues and help you get well and stay well. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. We can help. 210-468-1891.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Real Success. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ourrealsuccess.com.
Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses and acquiring rental properties right here in San Antonio without using your own money? You'll learn to flip houses and secure rental properties in your spare time to get on track towards real wealth building. We're offering a handful of motivated individuals the opportunity to attend our workshop right here in San Antonio for free. That's right, we'll give you 2 free tickets when you text FLIP to 64,000. San Antonio is the perfect market to flip houses and build rental income. Don't miss this opportunity. Come to a complimentary live 2-hour workshop next week right here in San Antonio and learn how to start making money flipping homes and building long-term wealth with rental properties. To get 2 free tickets, text FLIP to 64,000. Text in the next 10 minutes and registrants will also receive a free copy of our Funding for Deals guide. Text FLIP to 64,000 for 2 complimentary tickets. Text FLIP to 64,000.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, upgrade to a Tempur-Pedic and learn how you can get 3% back plus an instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
The Morning Huddle.
See, you're talking like that little old lady at the Spurs game now. It's just not right. It's just not right.
Yeah, she's talking directly to me. How can I afford it? Yeah,
she was. And Vic is that little old lady. Vic's like, how do they afford it?
I know.
Outrageous.
I literally mow lawns on the weekends for extra money
to buy the ticket.
My favorite thing that Vic said was like, he was mowing his lawn and some dude came by and said, how much? And Vic was like, this is my house.
I live here. I live here.
The Morning Huddle with AJ and Rob. Weekday mornings 6 to 10. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
We're getting close. We're about 2 hours away from tip-off Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, Spurs at OKC, and you can call your shot. We do have a poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. Spurs in 4 or 5, Spurs in 6 or 7, Thunder in 4 or 5, Thunder in 6 or 7. 66% of you like the Spurs in 6 or 7.
Go vote in the poll right now. Let's get you ready for Game Night San Antonio.
This is Game Night San Antonio. Brought to you by Vision Source on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. Every weekday game night, The Blitz with Jason and Joe get you inside and ready for tonight's game. From insiders to an in-depth preview of tonight's game, this is Game Night San Antonio. Brought to you by Vision Source. Beyond your eyes.
Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Tonight it is Game Night San Antonio, brought to you by Vision Source. Stone Oak Vision Source. Go up there and see Dr. Chandler Mann there at Stone Oak Parkway and Hardy Oak. Wood Vision Source. Dr. Bobby Wood over there at Bandera Road between Braun and Gilbo. You know, Joe, I mentioned earlier in the show in talking about this game, the corner 3 is going to be key. I didn't realize how key. James Pledger sent a stat that he saw. Corner 3s attempted. The Thunder have allowed the most corner 3s. The Spurs have attempted the most corner 3s.
Just researching, listening to people talk, that is the big weakness for Oklahoma City. They give up a lot of those corner 3s. And so, look, if a guy like Champagnie or Vassell can get hot, they can hurt this Thunder squad. It's going to be interesting to see what the Thunder do differently, if anything, to try and fix that. Because, look, the Spurs are going to shoot. They're going to jack up a bunch of 3s. OKC is too. I could see this series being a record for 3-point shots. before it's all said and done, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of them flying around, not only tonight but throughout this series. It's going to be fun.
The Stars have to play well for the San Antonio Spurs, because I do think the Thunder probably have the better overall bench, and obviously any coaching, Mitch is going to be the not favored there. I mean, the better coaching. Wemby's just got to play extremely well. De'Aaron Fox is going to have to play extremely well. And to me, Steph Castle staying out of foul trouble, I think, is going to be one of the keys that you have to pay attention to. And because I'm so worried about his foul trouble, I hope Mitch is worried about his foul trouble. Who else is going to be able to guard SGA? How do you rotate him through?
Carter Bryant, maybe. I mean, that kid's been pretty good defensively. So if there is a problem with Steph Castle, I could see Carter Bryant get a little run tonight. And defensively, that young man's been pretty solid. Of course, you're talking about a different guy entirely in an SGA. That he's the MVP 2 years in a row, whether you like it or not.
He's a great player, and at least right now at 543, I like him. Now by Thursday, I'm probably going to hate that SOB.
Well, sure,
because that's what you get in a playoff series. But that's what's weird about Oklahoma City. And the Spurs are kind of the same way. There's nobody on that team that you just don't like for whatever reason. They don't have the Draymond Green type. They don't have one of those guys that you just don't like. They're likable, which in a lot of ways, when the Spurs are going through their years of suckage, and when the playoffs start and the Spurs aren't a part of it, and you kind of pick a team to root for because why not? It's Oklahoma City. They're likable, and they're modeled so much after the Spurs dynasty, but this Spurs group is in that same mold as well. And right now, we know that Wemby and Chet apparently don't like each other. And if Wemby has to manufacture some hate because the MVP award went to somebody not named Vic, let them manufacture that hate. Now it's going to get nasty. We know that it's going to get nasty. Every playoff series does.
No, absolutely. And what we're watching for early on, although I don't anticipate either one of these guys being out of the game tonight, Luke Cornett and De'Aaron Fox both listed as questionable on the injury report heading into this game. Oklahoma City, they're getting healthy. Jalen Williams is back, and he is available for tonight's game.
Well, and again, while the Oklahoma City Thunder players all got fancy new trench coats yesterday, good friend Chuck McIntyre posted some video. Spurs arriving. Game one outfits are fire. The fire emoji, McIntyre used that.
Really?
Which is kind of funny.
I didn't see any fancy outfits. Did I miss something?
Well, I think that's the point. I mean, I think they're all channeling their inner Tim Duncan while walking into that building.
Well, that's a pretty good guy to channel.
Especially Carter Bryant in his cargo shorts.
That's
camouflage cargo shorts.
Now, Wemby's got a suit on. I see him walking there. He's got no tie, but he's got a nice gray suit on. So Wemby's kind of dressed up a little bit. That's good as he walks into the arena. It's hot in Oklahoma City. They can wear shorts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be fun. Look, that arena is going to be smoking tonight. And why I love this matchup for the players and the play on the floor, dude, this is going to be, and I know Spurs fans are going to take it this way, competition between crowds at the arena. And who's the loudest? Who's the most rambunctious? That's going to be a something to watch for, because I know Oklahoma City, I've been there, it's been a long time, but they've got a hell of a crowd. Obviously, San Antonio has got a hell of a crowd as well. That's a little side competition to watch.
Well, it makes it fun. I mean, they're getting their T-shirts tonight, and they say something, blah, 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 be loud. And they probably don't have to make announcements and shame people in wearing the T-shirts because they do a good job with that. Oklahoma City does have a great crowd. But when you think about these two franchises, smaller markets, only pro sports team, only major pro sports team, and everybody around is rooting for them. I know I said last year when I went to go see Cross Canadian Ragweed playing in Stillwater, and we stayed in Oklahoma City, and the playoffs were getting underway. I remember coming back saying, man, Oklahoma City, everywhere you go, the car flags, the signs on buildings, and how much I miss that as a longtime Spurs fan. And I love seeing that around town. And it feels like, now granted, I was gone most of last week. You come back and it feels like some sign shops have been busy because there are more signs on buildings. I first round, it's fun. With the Frost Tower did their thing, and that was the only thing out there. Now you see signs everywhere, which is just it's so cool to be back in the Western Conference Finals, to see this team seemingly so far ahead of schedule. Just as a longtime San Antonio guy, as a longtime Spurs fan, it's just cool as I can't say that word. It's just great.
Cool as poo.
See, I wouldn't have said that. It's just fun, and I'm not ready for this party to end.
No, I'm not either. And well, you're on that. I've seen a lot of car flags too flying around. So people getting into the spirit, and then of course there's the honking on Southwest Military and on Commerce that is really rolling well. People having a good time. For the most part, everybody's behaving themselves and just enjoying the win. I would assume Spurs win tonight, there's going to be a big party down there.
Absolutely. There's going to be a big party down there. And, it's funny because there's been some debate on how crazy. Maybe because we didn't have Twitter back then, it was just as crazy as what we're seeing now. But because everybody has a video camera in their back pocket, we didn't know it was as crazy as it was.
Could very well be. That's a good point. I don't know. When did social media become a thing? Did we have that in 2014?
Oh, we had Facebook.
MySpace?
Well, no, MySpace is, how old are you?
I'm just saying MySpace, right? That was one.
Well, that was the first one way back then. All of us, we had that one friend, John. Who else? 2014?
I guess it was.
Facebook was around.
It wasn't as big as it is now, is it?
But we all didn't have video cameras on our phone.
Well, okay,
we took grainy photos.
Yeah. I don't know,
remember.
Man.
This is just the third playoff series ever where both teams enter having outscored their opponents by 125 or more points in the postseason.
Wow.
The ESPN Insights just tweeted this out. The Western Conference Finals between the Spurs and Thunder is already history in the making. First time it's happened in the Western Conference Finals. In the NBA Finals, the 2017 Warriors-Cavs did it, and in 2013, the series we all forget, Spurs and Heat, they did it. That's pretty damn cool.
That is pretty cool. Pretty cool. You were talking about corner threes a minute ago, Jason, and I'm looking at video from shoot-around today. You got Vassell, Champagny, and Steph Castle all taking threes from the corner.
Doesn't surprise me.
No, so that's going to be something to watch for tonight for sure. And look, the Spurs just got to get hot. I mean, they do. Get hot, you're going to win this game. And, well, I say that. Hopefully OKC doesn't get hot to go with that. I mean, I'm wondering, as good defensively as both of these teams are, I expect a lot of points scored. I don't expect a 195 type of game. Do you? Or even a 110, 105. I'm expecting a little bit more than that.
You think it's going to be in the one teens?
I do.
120s?
I do. I just – both of these teams offensively are so good. But then on the other side of the coin, both are good defensively. So, boy, I don't know. If you're thinking about a total bet, good luck.
What is the total?
It's a good question.
I have not yet looked. What is the total on the line tonight?
Well, that's a good question. I do know the last time I looked, the OKC Thunder were 6.5-point favorite. And let's see what I've got here for a total.
The ESPN matchup predictor gives Oklahoma City a 63% chance of winning.
Oklahoma City?
Yep.
Well, that's interesting.
The total's 221.
221.5 is what I have here.
All right.
So you think about that.
It's gone up.
Yeah, 110.
It was 219.
Yeah, so people. So I'm not the only one. Obviously, people that are betting on this game are expecting a higher scoring game too. 221.5. That's a lot. You got to get both teams to 110, 111 to reach that. So interesting stuff. That the line has not moved though at all. I
just
since yesterday, 6.5.
I think about this in their playoff games. Now, granted, they really haven't had to break a sweat. Although closing out the Lakers, that was 115-110. But Oklahoma City has scored 115, 131, 125, 108, 131, 121, 120, and 119 in their 8 playoff games.
They can put points up.
The
Spurs, though, have scored a lot of points.
But to your point, they have allowed 110, 108, 107, 90, 122, 109, 107, and then 84.
Interesting. Well, dude, it's going to be interesting. And I tell you, Wiz, the closer we get, I can't wait to get home, get situated, and watch this game.
Get situated.
Get situated.
What does that mean, get your beer ready?
Well, all of the above.
Little
yes.
dinner.
Why not? Get a little dinner and get a. I don't know if Maggie will watch the game with me tonight or not, or if she'll do something else. Sometimes she pretends she'll sit with me and just watch her phone. So we'll see.
She gonna make you go watch it outside?
No.
Or you get the big TV for this.
I'm not opposed to that, honestly. I watched most of the golf tournament this weekend outside.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or in the pool. It was good. So, not opposed to that at all. If I'm relegated to the outside, I'm okay with it.
Well, life is good. I just got the finals credentials stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm good to go. Let's go.
Yeah. Wait a minute, dude. I haven't gotten mine yet. What the hell?
Well, I'll tell you how it is.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Here we go. Our poll results, 268 votes. You still have a little bit of time to get in there and vote on YouTube. 67% of you think the Spurs will win the series in 6 or 7. 13% think the Spurs will win in 4 or 5.
And
so
80%
of our listeners think the Spurs will win this series. 20% of you are haters. Picking the Thunder. 13% say Thunder in 6 or 7. 7% Thunder in 4 or 5.
They're just going with the whole jinx theory.
Well, but 80% think this series is going 6 or 7, which is as it should. Hopefully, it lives up to the hype.
Yeah, I think it should, and I think we're in for a very entertaining basketball game starting tonight. I think tonight's game is going to be. It depends if the Spurs get out to a big start, Minix, and how rusty is OKC, if at all. That's going to be what I'm going to be watching for early on for sure. All right, it's we've done all the talking, although there is some more with Extra Innings with James Pledger. That's coming up next year on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Join the fellas in the morning, 6 a.m., the Morning Huddle. AJ and Rob, and then Minix and I will be back here at 2. In the meantime, go Spurs, go!